You're on the ArchieLuxury live stream. This is the new time slot for our audience. How are you going in Australia? It is Monday morning. It's Easter Monday. It's a public holiday in Australia. In America, it is Sunday night, Easter Sunday. So we'll see how it goes. The Easter is a time a lot of people have gone away on holidays, and sometimes the numbers have been a bit down. But hey, that is life. We're here to provide good entertainment. So I'm always happy here to do what I can for the punters. So yeah, guys, if you want to jump on, if anyone wants to jump on today, jump on. Let's have a chat. Let's have a talk. Watches. Let's talk. We can talk cars if you want to. We can talk van life. Van life. Um, guys, let's run the intro and let's start the show. Hello, how are you guys today? This is Archie Luxury, and you are on the Archie Luxury live stream channel. What is going on? What is happening today? We got Dan T. Dan T, $5. Happy Easter, Arch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dan T. Is that the Macedonian T? Bears brother from a different mother? I don't know, but doesn't matter. Dan T, thank you. Oh, yes, it is. Of course it is. It's a new symbol there. Yep, Dan T, the Macedonian. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for that very generous start to the show. Yeah, so that's the way it goes there. Godiva, come on. Me and Marco are friends. We're friends now. It's we don't have any animosities there. Just be nice. It's Easter. What else can I say there? What's going on in the watch community? Well, we've had the Watches and Wonders. We've even had the Omega launch. I don't know. I wasn't that impressed by it. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. But I've got the general. General Sard is joining me. Hello, General Sard. How are you?
Hello to the most luxurious person in the history of humanity, Archie Luxury. How are you?
Hello. Very cool to talk with you today.
Archie,
And
do you miss your Patek Philippe 5196?
it's in the bank safe. It's in the bank safe, and Easter has been closed. You know what I miss more, Sard? You know what I really would like to get out?
Yes.
Bluesy. I miss the bluesy more.
But you look richer when you wear Patek Philippe. That is
I
more Archie.
don't care. Look richer. Oh, I cringe at that, Sard.
Archie,
I like
you are all luxury,
I'm
you
wearing
know.
t-shirts now. I wear t-shirts now.
Yeah, some rich people wear t-shirts. You have seen top 10 rich people in the world, they wear black shirts, just like you, collared shirts, round collar. The thing is, you are all about luxury, Archie. You
Thank
are richness, money, flair, flamboyance, that kind of thing. You're not an ordinary person.
thank you. That's very
You are the
kind of
person
you to
who
say.
brought Louis Vuitton into this mainstream media. You are the one who brought Patek Philippe to the world. You showed people what luxury is. You were the first channel in this YouTube business to introduce these high end luxury brands to the world.
Here we go. Hurricane, $5.50. Look, boys, Archie sold his Patek 5196 to fund a new pair of curtains. His Patek has been missing for 6 weeks now. Ooh.
Jesus, Archie, how do you live without a Patek Philippe 5196 for 6 weeks?
Well,
I
well,
cannot believe it.
I tell you this, Sard. I can't keep anything home anymore. The burglary. I can't keep anything home anymore.
But do you miss it?
I actually, you know what I really miss, Sard,
Yes.
is my bluesy. That's the watch. I've been thinking, you know what? I want to get that out.
But that's a blue collar laborer's watch. Archie, you are a Patek guy.
I tell you what, Sard, I might have to find a job if
I
the
still love that photograph of you where you were wearing that beautiful yellow tie and this showcasing your beautiful Patek Philippe. You know,
yeah, I
you remember?
understand. I
Yes.
understand. I understand. I understand.
When
Talk
we
to me.
when we click on or we write 5196 or the watches that you used to have and
Mhm.
just press Patek Philippe 5196 and press Google Images, you are the first person that comes and is introduced to the world. So
Mm,
your name should be Horatio Patek Philippe Paul Pluta, double P double P.
thank you so much.
Archie, what tablet is that?
That's supposed to be. It's called Mood FX.
Does this work, Archie? Is this 5 HTP? What formula is this has?
What does it have there?
But most importantly, does it work or it's just a pill?
I can't understand what the fuck is in here.
Yeah.
I don't even understand the ingredients. Okay.
Does it make you happy, Archie?
Um, it's
Archie,
actually
what will
hard to
make you
say.
more happy? Patek
It,
Philippe or these pills?
oh, Patek Philippe would make me more happy. I would love to get my 5196 out.
Ooh, now you're talking, Archie. You have made my day. I have accomplished my mission.
Thank you. Thank you. And I've got to tell you guys, Archie, you can purchase 20,000 with insurance from Amex Chase Sapphire Reserve if you charge 10,000 in on both. I don't understand. Archie, you can purchase 20,000 with insurance. Calm X and Mood X. That's right, Pavel. Um, you know what, Sard? I don't know if they work. Hurricane. $5.50. Archie, you keep bringing up this 5196, but it hasn't been seen since Moses parted the Red Sea. Does the Patek still exist? He's got a good point there. What do you think, Sard?
Yes, this is what I'm also talking about. Then this is the world. The world is asking you this question, not just me and him. The whole
Yeah.
world. Sati Durni, he has stopped eating food. He is on protest. Food protest. He wants you to wear that 5196. Why don't you do that, Archie? What makes you not do it?
I don't want to. I like to know it's safe in the bank. I don't. I worry about things happening. Burglaries, stuff like that.
But isn't that more important that you wear the watch and enjoy it?
I know what you're saying. You know what I really love at the moment. I've been wearing my Omega. Today I'm
Oh no,
wearing
no,
the.
don't show. This is Archie. This doesn't suit you at all, Archie. Please come on. This is a person. This is a teenager's watch, Archie. Maximum. You are. Come on, Archie. You are our role model. Nothing less
Yes,
than Patek
yes.
Philippe.
I tell you what, I will get it out very soon for you boys, okay?
Archie, what is the meaning of life?
That is a very interesting thing. What is the meaning of life? I used to think it was paddock and pussy, but I tend to think Porsche, paddock, pussy. I think the meaning of life, right?
Y-
Seriously,
Yes.
is to have certain level of attainment and happiness. Now, for different people, it's different things, okay? Like, I'd be honest with you, I love nice cars, right? I do. I do. I like to have a girlfriend or a wife. There's many things that make us happy. You've got to work it out yourself. Attainment of a few things. And the sad thing is, for a lot of people, happiness is a simple meal or a roof over their head because it's getting very hard to get a roof over our head for a lot of people.
And do you recommend getting married for somebody in these times, especially when things are so hard? And
Saad, let me say
yes,
this to you. If you find the right person, Saad, it can be amazing. And we'll come back to that. I got
okay,
an amazing chat from Hurricane, $11 Canadian. Archie, look, here is an offer that I think you should take. I'll give you 13,000 for the paddock. This is much higher than fella would offer. Tell Dave release his lien on this lost relic. So 13 USD to AUD. That's 20,000. Oh,
too low.
yeah, I actually paid a bit more. What I actually paid for it, let me tell you, I paid 15 and a half for it. That's what I paid for it. 15 and a half. That's what I paid for it. Now, Saad, in your case, right? You're actually a very charming man, right? How old are
Okay,
you now, Saad? How old are you now?
35.
Okay. Have you had some women who your father can introduce you to from good families and these are nice ladies? Have you been introduced to any nice lady? Have you met some or what, Saad?
It's a work in progress.
Because I think if you find the right lady, you might really enjoy marriage, Saad.
But what about kids having children? Are they disaster or good?
Saad, I'll be honest with you. My adult two oldest children is an absolute disaster. Okay, absolute disaster.
So
And
how will I be so sure that if I get married and I have children, those children will be peace of mind, nice people? Is there
look,
any guarantee?
there is no. It's like buying a second-hand BMW or a Mercedes Benz. There is no warranty. Okay. However, you can do your best. You do the oil service, filter, oil and filter. You do your hoses. You do the transmission fluids. You do these things and you treat it nicely with the hope. Look how you've turned out. You're a very nice man. Your father should be very proud of you.
Yes, he should be.
You're an academic, you're smart, you have international friends. Saad, you should be very happy in your life. And the reality is, I think in your case, right,
Yeah.
it might be perfect for you to get, it might be a great distraction because at the moment there is so much suffering in Pakistan, right?
Oh, too much, Archie. Oh, no.
But by getting married, that might give you some joy in this bad time. Did you see what I mean?
But how will I what will I do with those expenses? You know, women are different and difficult creatures, Archie. I want Hermes Birkin. I want this Guerlain makeup. I want this. I want that. Oh, you didn't get that for me. Where is
But
my stilettos?
do you think that is Do you think that is the case or not really?
This is the case after marriage. Before marriage, they are so nice. I'll make you a sandwich. I'll not go out of the kitchen. But once they get married, Archie, the vicious element in them, they then think that I have trapped this man. Now he's under my control.
Well,
He
the thing
loves
is,
me.
you need to. I think you need to keep honest dialogue going, right?
There is no honesty, Archie.
Look, I'll be honest with you, right? I haven't always been the perfect man, okay? But I will say this to you: if you find the right person, you can settle down. 35 is a really good age. Look, it depends what you want. I don't know what makes you happy. I don't know. I don't know. But if you find someone, maybe instead of marrying for money, maybe you marry someone of a lesser class to you.
Oh,
Would that
that becomes more difficult. They have not seen these luxuries in life before. Once they see these things, their eyes get opened and they say, "Oh, I want Patek Philippe now. I want this. Sad, you
but
have a Rolex. Why don't I have one?"
you have to explain that you don't have endless money.
But they don't
You're a very clever
understand these
man.
things.
You're a very clever man. You're a very clever
Archie,
man.
no one is more clever than a woman. They can smell a person from 300 miles.
Look,
Is he a capable man?
look, I'm not here to talk you into getting married, okay? If you don't want to get married, don't. I will just say one thing to you. On your deathbed, right? Because we
Oh
all
yes,
have to die. We all have to die, right?
oh yes.
Doc BBW said to me, all the people who are dying, they always ask for their children to be there. Okay? Now, it's up to you. You don't have to have children. You don't have to get married. You can do anything you want. You know what? Someone said this to me. Get happy. Whatever it is. If you want to stay single, maybe that's the answer for you. Um,
You're right.
I think in your case there, um, maybe it's better to marry a less attractive woman, then her demands will be a lot less. Have you thought
They
about
have
that?
their own problems. They're less attractive. They have inferiority complex, so that they get jealous very quickly.
Saad, you're a very clever man. Maybe you've got to find the right one for you. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any device available in the market from where I can do her blood test and I can then know whether she's compatible with me or not?
Blood test won't tell you nothing. You just need to, I think, Saad, for your own happiness, right? You got to work
Yes.
it out yourself. Would you marry a foreign woman? Maybe a foreign woman is the answer for you.
Yeah, that's a good, um, you know,
Maybe
option.
Dubai. You've been in Dubai before,
Oh,
maybe.
very difficult. Hermes and that too crocodile leather,
Yes. Yes. We've got
not
another
even
super
ostrich.
chat. We've got another super chat here from Hurricane, $5.50. Saad tum yi mota pia bay baka sat kun beten kat ho use poncho ta patek kun hai hamada chun yun ya mas me hai. Can you read that for me, Saad, please?
um, yes, साथ तुम ये मोटा पीर बाबा के साथ क्यों बातें करते हो? उससे पूछो कि पैतक कहाँ है मदरचोद ये क्या मुसीबत है? He is very gentlemanly asking this question from me that why don't you ask Archie where is that Patek Philippe?
Thank you so much there. What a cool guy. Let me I'm gonna share some photos. Tan sent me some photos today. I'm gonna show this photo. This is of the Huracan. Huratan. Huracan. This is a photo inside the Lambo, just in case you want to know
And he has the Evo one, Archie, the best one, Hurricane.
Yes, he does have the Evo one, which is, yeah, you as you said, correct. Is there a bad? I don't know if there's a bad Lamborghini. These are very desirable, beautiful
Very
cars.
desirable.
Let's bring this up. Do they have Lamborghinis in Pakistan?
18 karat gold plated also.
Look at
It
this.
was,
Look at this. This is the interior.
wow. Look at that, Archie.
And there's Jin Tingler. We brought up the Lamborghini and the Tingler came. What do you think of this Lamborghini?
Hello, Rodent.
Hey, Saad.
You
Um,
look great. What hat is that? Solitude.
Solitude is I'm in Utah. I went to Solitude today to the
Oh, wow.
ski resort. Um, yeah, I know the Lambo. The funny thing is that Tan always gives me a hard time for
Mhm.
um, uh, criticizing his choice in or is his like for Lambos. I'm like, I never said that, but now we kind of played into it, and I kind of rib him for the Lambo ownership and how gaudy and uncouth it is. But no, it's I'm glad that he's happy with it.
He's very happy with it, you know.
And now
The
it's the
only
season where he can actually enjoy it rather than go and touch it in the garage. So
I think the
Yes.
interior on this is very beautiful, Archie. Look at that. So modern, very sophisticated. And that is
Now,
that
you know,
Alcantara?
they have some Lamborghinis in Australia. Do you want me to show you what a Lamborghini Evo sells for in Australia?
Please do.
Would you like to see what they sell for?
Yes.
Okay, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Oh, Hurricane. Here we go. We got a super chat from Hurricane. $5.50. Arch, can you tell Jin to stop skiing and to just buy the JLC Reverso Tribute Rogue? Okay, guys, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what a Lamborghini costs in Australia. That's right, guys. Let's bring this up and see what do they cost in Australia. So this is Australian dollars, which Aussie, one Aussie dollar at the moment, one Aussie dollar, one US is 60, $1.50 Aussie is one US. Okay. So the currency is a bit on the, how do I put it? It's a bit fucked at the moment. But let's have a look here. 2020 Lamborghini Huracan Evo in black, 538,000.
Not bad.
That's only got 1,500 kilometers on it. That's quite low. Here's another one, 2022, 600 kilometers on it, 700.
Dealing with five.
2020, 20,000 kilometers, 500. That's a Spider. Look at that, Spider.
Oh, yes. Amazing.
There's another Spider, 630. I don't understand, why is that more?
This is all wheel drive.
Yes. Yes. You know, look at this here. Rear wheel drive. Okay, there you go. So they're about, the cheapest is 550, 538. There we go. What do you think of that? Cheapest Lamborghini.
Archie, the problem in Pakistan is you have to first pay this amount just to import the car to Pakistan and then pay 300% duty on the paid price.
Oh, I see. Got you.
And still people have 18 karat gold Lamborghinis in Pakistan. Just write Lamborghini Pakistan, you will see the 18 karat gold Lambo.
Yeah. Yes.
Amazing.
I gotta tell you, this is a I think Tans looks better. I gotta tell you honestly, I think Tans looks better in the red.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
just Tans just sent me a new photo. Let's call this up. Look at this. This is actually pretty nice photo. Da 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 da. That's Tans Lamborghini.
Ooh.
Fuck, does it look nice? And I got to be totally honest with you. If I look, I probably will never own a Lamborghini, but I'd rather have one with the roof.
Why? I like the spider also.
Uh no, I think the roof it's more rigid, it's lighter, it's more rigid, and I don't think you're going to gain anything by having the
I don't
convertible.
think. I mean, the
Their
rigidity,
convertible's always been it's always problem when that fucks up, it costs a
the rigidity
fortune.
thing, I think, is a very cheap cop out. I mean, nobody really gives a shit about that.
No, it is actually more rigid than
No,
the
I mean, of course it's
yeah,
true, but
yeah.
I don't think people actually care. And I would argue that less rigidity, um, um, less precision, is actually more fun. But also,
Huracan, $5.50. AC3, show Saad the latest Photoshop pics I sent to your WhatsApp. Here we go.
but I think the
Oh,
problem with convertibles,
yeah.
or
Yes,
top
sir.
vehicles in general, is they get fucking dirty, and your hair gets messed up. And I think, you know, if you, I don't know, not everybody, can really tolerate that to own.
You
And
reckon?
then if you put the top back on, why the fuck do you own a convertible anyway? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, to enjoy it, you have to suffer.
We've got another photo here. Look at this. This is absolutely amazing.
But you look
pic.
more
Look at this.
rich when you have a convertible, Rodent. Look at this.
I don't
The
think
tires are
so.
very wide. Is it 315? What is this stand? Just message us 315, 325.
I don't think they're cheap, are they, those tires?
Very, very expensive. These are staggered. Unless it is an all-wheel drive, these are staggered tires, rims. So the rear ones are much wider. Lamborghinis, Archie, were always known to have very, very wide rear tires. You remember this Countach
Yes.
used to have 14-inch wide wheels, Archie. 14
Yes,
inch.
yes. 100%.
Good luck parking that.
Archie, my Lamborghinis were always my favorite, most vehicles in the world.
Town says 305 rears. Shit.
Oh, Jesus. My Thunder has 355 just to have some traction.
I got to tell you guys, Jin Tingler, do you think Saad should get married for happiness?
Yeah, please answer me with explanation.
I can't answer that question just in a vacuum by itself. I would need to. I would say that if it makes him happy.
The
Do you have
problem
to
is,
have an expensive wedding? Do you have to have an expensive wedding, Saad?
Of course.
yes,
that.
people will all my life laugh at me. I didn't had proper food at your wedding. Oh, there was just so many less people in your marriage. After even 30 years, they will just say this.
He will
This is
have
the
a
huge
lot of
problem we
people at
have.
his
Why does
wedding
that
he
matter?
doesn't
Why
even
does that
know.
matter, Saad? Who cares?
It is stupid here. They are some of people. They are beggars, but they still will have a very grand wedding ceremony. I don't understand this. This is a tradition here, Archie.
Who pays for the wedding?
Some stupid people, what they do, they get in debt just in order to have a grand wedding. They borrow money from others. This is, I've seen this. Many people do this kind of garbage stuff.
Yeah.
And that is just 2 days ceremony, 2-3 days maximum. And you ruin all your budget for the rest of your life.
How much do you think a good
The
wedding
fact
that
that
would be
it's-
acceptable?
The fact that it's 2 or 3 days is already an indication of the excess.
Yeah.
Exactly. I say it should be 1 hour ceremony in total. 1 hour, 2 hour.
Yes. We can have some barbecue chickens afterwards.
Well, if you're willing to, if the end result makes you happy, and you're willing to feed a bunch of people you don't even know or don't care about, and
Rodon, the problem is you before marriage, everything is going very well. After you get married with that girl, Suddenly she becomes very vicious.
Just don't fucking get married then. You already
Yeah,
I think you
I
already
think he's
know the answer, and
I
you're
think
trying to get us to help you.
I'm not fit for it.
no, it's you're too wise. Do you understand? You are a very wise man. Now we got a
Mm.
super chat from Huratan. Huratan, $5.50. Jin, tell AC3 how you've already made inquiries at Tattersalls to get him membership once you are a traveling member. The Society for Thin Dress Watchers. Yes, please do tell me.
Well, they've told me that your um, publications, your publishing history is problematic,
Yes.
as well as they were informed by an aspiring vice president of Patek Philippe about your adventures in Thailand, and
I
but
see.
I'm not sure how discredited he was because they later found out that he partook in the same activities.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. That's
But
an
he owns a
exclusive.
Ferrari though, so I don't know. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Archie, I have a good news. I'll be going to San Francisco in June, and
Wow.
yeah, I'm so excited. I used to. I have seen San Francisco, but in games mostly. There was a game called Driver, and I've seen those beautiful roads. Mountain type of roads. It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. I want to go there, and the great thing is, I won't have any expenses because Mike invited me to his home. I live there, eat food there. He will laundry my clothes. Everything will be done by him. I'm planning to stay there for 2 weeks, but if it's too comfortable, then I might extend it.
just live with him. Just move in with him.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
He'll make you some candlesticks and stuff as well.
Yes, we can work together on the lathe machine.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Saad, you might go to San Francisco, see all the shit on the street, see all the crime, see how the city's become, and you might be like, I gotta fucking get back to Pakistan.
No, that will be my home then if it's like that.
I got to tell you, Saad, I think for you, you could have whatever you want.
But should I get married? Yes or no?
Saad, only you can tell me the. It's like asking me, should you get a language? Well, it
Yes,
depends.
we
Do you
always
want to?
ask you this. You always give us the best advice, Archie.
Here we go. Huratan, $5.50. Ron the Shrink has stated the look Chopard 1860 is the greatest release of the 2023 Watches and Wonder show. He has decided to forgo a GMT Pepsi. Wow, look at that there. I think was to be honest with you. What do you think? 2023, 2023. I didn't think this was.
Chopar, Chopar is good for jewelry only, I think. You know? Or I'm
Yeah,
wrong?
Chopard does make jewelry. I'll just call this up there, Sard. Here we go. LU Chopard. Here we go. I think this is the one they're talking about. Do you like that? What do you think? It
I
is
cannot
nice.
see it, Archie.
Sorry, apologies. Do you like that?
No. I am one brand guy, Archie. I see a lot of brands, but come back to Rolex. I don't understand any other brand than Rolex, Archie.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. I would tend to say, you know what, Ron, stick with Rolex. It's a Chopard is always because Ron flips.
And I don't know why Ron buys all the junk watches. Before this, he had that ugly Breitling. What was it? Is it a Breitling?
Oh, believe
The
me, the Breitling was very nice compared to what he traded it for.
Okay, and didn't know what he bought next. But he generally buys junk.
yeah. I don't know why, but You know,
The strange thing is, he still has good luck
you might want to
in
talk to
selling
Ron
the junk.
about marriage advice. You might want to talk to Ron about getting married.
No, I heard him yesterday. He will not give me any positive advice anyway.
You think so?
Yeah, he's in disaster anyway. He's currently under settlement.
Yeah.
His watches, everything will be gone now.
I don't think his wife, his ex-wife, even wants that watch.
Yeah, nobody wants this shit.
No.
The
Nobody wants.
only thing that his woman will not get from him will be the watches because they are all garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I understand. It's
Archie, what is happiness? What is the meaning of happiness?
you know, that's a very good question, Saad. It's different things to different people. Like, I'll be honest with you. You look at Tan's beautiful cars, and I've got to tell you, man, um, to have a drive in, I'm not even saying to own one of these cars, to have a drive it, this is so, you can see how much it's so beautiful. Don't you think it's automotive art?
Beautiful, yes, it is.
And you can see he loves it. Tan loves his car, and you can see why. I
The only problem with this car is it is not an Aventador, Archie.
why you say that?
Isn't that better than this?
You know what? Lamborghini's Lamborghini. I mean,
I think Tan will always have this problem in his mind. He will not be too happy.
what? I don't even understand the hierarchy. I don't even understand. So what's the Aventador? That's the top of the range, or what? I don't
Top of the
understand.
range, bigger, wider, V12. That's the flagship. That's the Diablo Murcielago of the past.
Well, you know what one I would like him to get realistically?
Yes,
Do you want me to tell you what I want him to get?
Camry.
No, I'll show you. It's a Lamborghini. I'll show you what I
Or
think is one of my favorites.
Yelpa.
I know, almost close, close, close,
Miura.
close. Espada.
Ooh, Espada. Okay, ugliest creature in the history. Hey, what
Dude,
is
look
this?
at that.
This is a poor man's car, Archie. This looks so
This is
poor.
this is a no, this is a 70s. Look at the yellow. It's beautiful.
Does it
Look at
look
it.
like the front is from Mustang or what?
No, this is an Espada Lamborghini. And the thing is, this tires here, these are only standard sizes. They're 15s, 15-inch wheels. Look.
Very ugly.
Look at that. That's historic. This is just absolutely look inside there. Look inside there, Saad. Come on. We got a super chat. Huracan, $5.50. Archie, fella said to flip the car and buy a bunch of Patek Philippe's. And no, the Aventador, a slower and single clutch. Huracan drives much better. Wow. There we go.
But the only problem with Huracan is you are telling this to the people that you cannot afford a Aventador.
Look at this. Saad, look at this car here.
This looks like XT220 from inside. It's so ugly, Archie. Look at that lock. Look at that glove box compartment lock. It's ugly as.
Beautiful. This is beautiful car. Jaeger LeCoultre instruments.
What is this, Archie? But look at that garbage. Is this a Becker? Oh, Phillips. Okay.
Phillips. Look at this, but it's
It looks like a kit car.
Look at the vents. This is
Defrost.
Look at this. Is this beautiful or not?
No.
Very ugly, Archie. You look at there's a horse hair on that gear lever.
Look at this. Beautiful engine. That wouldn't be problematic, would it, this engine?
It can give you a heart attack. Nothing, not a big problem though.
But I will say it's
Bertone.
It's a very safe car because it can't move. So
Yeah,
very safe.
you, Bertone made this
What do you think
ugly
of that? Is
design.
that beautiful or not?
This is the ugliest Lamborghini that you showed us to the people. You know.
There's a Gallardo. Look at this. In Australia, a Gallardo is $180,000.
I think
$180,000.
the facelifted looks better than this. The long front lights look really ugly.
Why you say that? Just service 40,000. Retrimmed interior. Uh, with custom dash and door cards and out 25,000 to retrim the interior. New clutch, 3,000. That was $23,000. What the fuck? What sort of repair bills are these?
Arch,
What
your
the fuck?
your
New clutch for
been drinking
23,000.
Arch for the past
What
15
the-
minutes. I think the viewers are either sleeping or they're gone.
Yeah. What does that mean? Can I ask you, what does that mean? What does it mean he spent so much money on it?
Look at that. Harakan is saying Evo and LP 700 Aventador prices are the same. Archie, wow, never knew that.
What's that? Evo?
I mean, he means that his Evo and the Aventador are same priced.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, this is very expensive stuff he has.
Yes, he does. He's a very, very, very lucky man. Look at this orange. I like the orange, don't you?
Archie super chat
$25,000.
William Mummy.
William Money, $5. Archie, you should promote a 24/7 stream in the dungeon for when Sard visits Mikey. Imagine the super chats. I'd probably take off work to watch. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, we will have
So
live streaming,
much.
William. We'll have proper each and every thing will be recorded and streamed live to you guys.
Yes. Wow, that is absolutely incredible.
Archie, why don't we look at the Aventador's prices? Why can't we dream a little bit bigger than this?
Okay, let's have a look.
I would suggest not. I would suggest changing topic altogether if we don't
Oh
want
yeah, okay, we are
Oh, they're
losing.
nearly $1 million. Look, $1 million.
Ooh, look at this. It has crossed
1.1.
1.
1.5. That's crazy prices, isn't it?
And only 930 kilometers driven, Archie.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go, hey? Getting back to Watch Talk. Watch Talk,
Archie, why
Saad.
don't we visit David SW and see what's new in stock?
Yes, good idea, hey? Let's do that, hey?
Yes.
Arch, have you, just out of curiosity, have you talked with Kenny recently or in the past?
No, not for a while. How is he going?
I don't know. Last time I talked to him, I think I was on your stream. So don't really know.
Look, he's okay. Kenny's a great guy. Great guy. He sponsored me for a while. You know, things change. It doesn't matter. I'm okay. It's okay.
How do
tell
you
you what I
feel
re-
about? Well, I don't want to
Yeah.
say anything out
Yeah.
of turn, but how do you feel about David SW sponsoring certain other people on YouTube who maybe you don't like?
He can sponsor whoever he wants. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I just. Oh, where's he gone? What happened to Sard? Sard's fallen off. What's happened? I think Sard might have had a call coming in. Let's have a look here. What new stuff has come in? Look at this. I tell you what I like is that what stands out on the top. Okay, I like the day dates, but I really like this date just 41. It's beautiful. Sard's back. Hello, Sard. How are you? Hello, Sard.
Yes, Archie, this is a very nice watch,
That
I
was
would
just
say.
the wedding party. That was just the girl saying she's ready to go. Is that correct?
100%. You're actually
had-
right.
She had chosen her gown. She's chosen the
Yes.
gown. Just ringing you to let you know.
It's only pending from my side.
Saad, at the top line, I think this is the most beautiful.
Yes,
41 mil Datejust. You must admit, with the blue, with the fluted bezel, Jubilee, this just looks. This could be a perfect one and done watch.
100% agreed, Archie.
Absolutely beautiful. The date's nice, but I just love the blue. The blue really sticks
The
out
day date
nice.
is small. It is 36
36,
millimeter. Yeah,
36.
and
Yeah,
white gold
yeah,
also not good. Buy. Would
yeah.
avoid white golds, guys.
Now if we have a look here,
Well,
Yes,
I love
oh,
white gold.
you like it, but for reselling it, it becomes slightly difficult for the day dates.
I mean, yeah, it's true that you need
It's
it's
tough.
a particular buyer that buys the white
I
gold.
tell you what's
Yes,
good buying. Look at this. This
Archie,
reverse.
let's be a little bit slow so that we can discuss a lot of watches, please.
Sure. Um, I tell you what I really like is that reverso. That reverso looks gorgeous, don't you think?
Beautiful.
Look at that. It's $8,500. Um, automatic. Shit, this is an automatic one. Automatic. Let's have a look. It's got the 2-disc date.
Isn't
It's
what do
what
you
is
think
that?
about the automatic reversos? It makes them very thick, doesn't it?
I don't know if it's thicker than my grand date. I don't know if it's thicker than my grand date
Well, the Grand Date was quite thick.
because of the 8-day power reserve.
Yeah.
I love this. This is actually beautiful. That is actually really, really nice. That's gorgeous watch. What do you think of the AP there?
I think Royal Oaks are the best APs for now. These offshores, they look little bit chunky and junky.
Yeah, and I think this one here, this has got rubberized pushes. Remember they did those rubberized pushes? I think they look dated now. What do you think?
Yeah, this suits Swatch more than these expensive
I'll just
companies.
be 1 minute there.
Okay, okay. So we have shitters on the screen, guys. One is Breitling, Shitty. Then we have Omega Speedmaster Man on the Sun and Shitty Audemars Piguet. Jeje Lacoute. Jeje Lacoute. Then we have Alzinite, Defy Skyline. It's a wannabe Nautilus and Audemars Piguet. Then we have Panerai. It's big watch. It's a huge watch, ugly. Then again Shitter Breitling, then Shitter Breitling. Oshirasi is listening.
Yeah. What do you think of the Zenith? That's one of Bear's favorites there. Do you like that Zenith?
It's so beautiful, Archie. I really love it. Beautiful.
7,500. And look at the strap. I love the straps they do with this. This strap, blue straps. Look at that.
It's like those Chinese watches, you have extras, a lot of extras when you open the box.
And it's got the quick release, the special quick release from JLC. Sorry, from Zenith.
I don't hate it, but
I don't like it also.
I don't like it either.
I mean, for 7,500, it's quite a nice.
There's a lot of watches you can buy for 7,500.
Yep, fair point. Fair point. Oh, look at this here. Beautiful Patek. Look at that
Like you could
beautiful
buy
Patek.
that Santos for 7.5.
7,500. Same sort of money.
And it's nice.
You think that's nicer? Look, it's also got straps and bits. Look at this. It's got stuff in it too there, Saad. Look at that beautiful caramel.
Archie, the box itself is enough for me. This word Cartier is too much. It's power for, it gives me energy. It
Yeah.
reminds me of ArchieLuxury.
I like the way you think, Saad.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Am I wrong here, Rodent?
No, you're totally right.
It's actually
You remember
quite
that video that Archie made in front of Cartier?
Yes, I think so.
It was very funny, man.
Oh yeah. Was it at Hong Kong? Or
I think in Australia. I think so.
I got to tell you, these Omega's a pretty good value secondhand, $4,000, under 4,000. Look at the tuners,
I'll
tuners.
with the Omega, I'll what I'll do is I'll throw the watch but keep the box.
Now we've got another super chat. Look at this. We've got another super chat. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We've got some super chats coming in fast. We've got one from Fella, $5. Great show tonight. Well done. GTC AMG PIU, please. I don't know what he means. Assad, if good for Fella, and your opinion. Actually, give me an opinion. Rodent nose Fella. Thoughts?
Fella is a great guy. I really like this gentleman. He has outstanding collection of watches and great taste for luxury items. Let's Google this, Archie. GTC AMG. It's a car, Archie, isn't it? What is it?
GTC AMG. And what's the rest of it? PUI?
Yeah.
Find this thing. What is it?
Can you find it?
GTC AMG. What is this? I think
Oh
this is the most.
yes. Yeah. It's a GTC supercar, Archie. I
Yes.
think wasn't this successor to that GT something? Have you found it?
Yeah. Yeah, I have found it actually. I'll bring it up. Do you want to see it?
Yes, please.
Da 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 da. Fire breathing. What do you think? Fire breathing?
So this is the 500 horsepower monster, Archie.
I thought it was more horsepower than that, no?
500 is enough. 500, 550 is enough for normal roads. Anything more than that, you will always be hitting. Even at 500, you will always be hitting traction control. So it's no use of that.
Well, I mean, yes, that's absolutely true. But the obscenity in the car world these days is that even an M3 has 500 horsepower. That used to be like M5.
This horsepower wars will finish now. It is now out of fashion after Bugatti having so much horsepower. The power to ratio will come back. You see those Gordon Murray reinvented this McLaren, calling it T50. It has no mentioned horsepower, but the power to weight ratio is more important for that designer.
Here we go. ABC, £2. Sard, is my collection shit except for Rolex and a Cartier? I think that's perfect. That's excellent collection.
He has a bunch of shitters in his collection. I would say, especially
Yes.
the Seiko. ABC is also that one person who indulges himself into buying garbages. He loves it. But what can we say? It's his money. But the only good watch he has is a Rolex and a Cartier. I think he has a Submariner, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
The rest is shitters. I don't even think about them.
He's got a GMT. He's got a GMT.
Okay. He has some things from Uncle Seiko's. Some Seiko, Grand Seiko. Archie, the problem with Grand Seiko is the word Seiko. They should rebrand this thing. They have made it so well, according to them, of course, not us, but it should be rebranded. Look at this junk.
I agree.
I mean, a person who is wearing this, I will never take him serious.
Fair point. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
It's a watch for a criminal, it's a tattooed kind of a watch, a person who has Serti Danny kind of looks.
I love Serti Danny.
We like Serti Danny here.
We all love, that is why I've said it. I love him. This Alex said this to us, that when he met Serti Danny, he got really afraid, So that is something that hits my mind. Yes. He said he was very intimidating. I think he might be very tall, wide or something, because he shows his bald head only to us.
Yeah. Ah, that's okay. I love Sudi Danny. He's a great guy. Um, Tell me this. What watches are you craving for now? Tell me this. What are you
Archie,
craving
very
for?
good question. If from me, then it's a very good question. There is a company called Rolex. They makes a sub model which is called Day Date. I love that.
Day date 41. See, that's what I think you
No,
know
no,
what I
40 Archie, not 41.
sorry.
40. Yes. I want to buy a 228236. I think this is the first watch from left, Yeah, and with the fluted
Yeah.
bezel. This is my one and my second priority is to get yellow with green dial, which is also on the top row.
Oh,
Yes.
yellow with the green. That is so beautiful. That is
Yeah.
so beautiful. They hard to get. What
Yes.
about the
Yeah.
Eisen Kaizen? You know the Eisen Kaizen? What do you think of
Yes,
that?
Eisen Kiesel is but I prefer other models than this, Eisen Kiesel. I don't like the stone too much.
Oh, you don't like it?
Yeah,
It's
I don't like the
impossible to
stone.
get. It's impossible to get, but I think it's beautiful. That's probably one of the most beautiful.
I like the Onyx also, the 228238 Onyx.
Yeah,
That's
I
also
like
okay.
this is just I like the veins in it. The veins in it are just so beautiful
Yes.
and um gorgeous watch. Absolutely gorgeous. But for you, if you're going to get a day date, you would get yellow or rose gold. What would you get yourself? What's
My
the
first priority is just one. What I'll do, Archie, is I'll sell all of my watches, entire collection, and buy one watch, which will be platinum day date. Okay. I'll stick to platinum for the rest, and that will be one watch for me. I will never buy another watch again. End of
Oh,
story
you're
for me.
joking.
Yes, yes, that
That's
is
it.
done. Yeah, that is it.
That's it.
Yes.
I think that's perfect, Saad.
The
I think
problem is it's too expensive, rodent. But
ugh,
I am used to with. I'm a one watch guy always. I
no
have.
kidding.
Yeah,
It's really
I'm
expensive.
happy when I have one watch. I give too much attention to that watch. I wear it daily. When you have
Would
more
you
than
get
one
rid of
watch,
your Daytona?
yes, I'll get rid of it. Uh, because Archie, the platinum, it's a strong metal relatively. Um, it's a it's a proper daily watch. It's not too flashy. Um, and it's at the end of the day date. And platinum is the best of the best metals.
Yeah.
Uh, Not considering the price these days, it is half than what gold retails for. But platinum is rarer and it's more exclusive. So I personally am. I will incline towards the platinum now. I love heavy watches.
And platinum, the purity of platinum in a platinum watch is much higher, and
Yeah, 95%. Yeah,
it's denser as well. So I think the price difference evens out, not to the extent of the price difference, but
yeah.
somewhat. But
Look, the
yeah,
thing is, Rodent, we can never calculate the material cost on these watches.
I got to
Yeah,
tell
that
you, my dream, if I had any day date I could have, right?
yeah,
I would have to say the top three. Number one would be this here,
yes.
Eisenkite diamond markers, but I like the fluted bezel. I don't even want diamonds on it. I like the fluted. Okay. The other one I would want is the yellow, gold, the green dial. That is just fucking. I think that is just absolutely perfection because the green. I like the fonts, the Romans. That's just beautiful.
And this is actually the Stella green, Archie, highly lacquered green. So it reminds me
Yes.
of the 70s.
And then the other one is, of course, I'll be honest with you. If I had a day date in platinum, I would probably go for the smooth bezel because the fluted bezel, that's what white gold. You see, the smooth was always a smooth bezel.
Yes, but you can select ice blue dial, and that refers to the day date anyway. So,
They were
uh,
refers to platinum, platinum, platinum.
well, sorry, platinum, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So that's um s- Rodent, would you ever get a day date? What's your feeling on that? Is it not appropriate in your work, or how is
I
it
don't
taken?
know if it's appropriate for my age. Well, I mean, it's appropriate, but I think it would, if it's yellow, if it's white gold, I think no problem. Yellow gold, I yellow gold data carries a lot of baggage, and you have to be willing to own the baggage. And I don't
Yes.
know if I'm willing to do that. But with that said, I think a coral dial Stella Day-Date is the ultimate of the ultimate.
Oh, you like the coral dial, that new one? Is that
No,
right?
no, the
He's into
old
the old one.
vintage from the
Yeah.
70s,
Ah,
70s,
okay.
80s.
With stick markers or no stick markers?
No,
I
the stick. It never came with the stick markers. That is Stella dial. What he's talking about is the coral dial. So the orange is coral. The light orange is Stella.
Oh, I see.
and I would love an Italian date disc as well.
Huh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow, that's amazing. That's what you'd love to have. I thought your dream watch would be like a 1016 Explorer
I
1 1016.
I
No?
like the 1016. I think they're beautiful. I've kind of drifted towards the 1019 more.
Can I
Just
tell you something?
Mhm. You
I
hit
had a 1016, right? So that was my first Rolex. I got it in 1990 and I sold it. I sold it in 97, okay? And then when I went to America, I actually had somebody who had a 1016. They showed me they just got a 1016, and it actually, I remember it being much bigger. It shrunk. It kind of shrunk. Does that make sense? I don't know what it was. When I owned it, it felt perfect. But going back to it now, when I saw one, I thought, oh, it's a bit smaller. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's my taste has kind of trended toward the 1019 Milgauss.
The Milgauss. That's a
It's a bit bigger. Not that
Mhm.
that's too important for me, but I think I
Yeah.
have an Explorer.
These are extremely expensive.
They're not that expensive. I mean, the
How much?
price of a 1019 compared to a gilt 1016, I think a gilt 1016 goes for more.
White or black? Which would you be your pick?
Black. This is just perfect. It's a Rolex watch that is made as a tool, not a watch made for tools. So it's
Yes.
kind of perfect.
Yes. Yes. We got Sir E. Danny in this chat. Sir E. Danny's there. Hello, Sir E. Danny. How are you?
I hope he hasn't listened to what I said earlier.
Oh, and we've got Huracan. Huracan has come back there. I tell you what, he is saving the day. Without Huracan, today would be a disaster. Pull up the JLC Tribute Rogue Reverso and convince Tingler to buy it. Okay.
Rouge, I think he.
Look at this.
Well, they came out with the
How
new
good.
version recently, but I think the one that he's talking about is the one that's on the red.
The burgundy one, right?
Yeah, with on the Casafaliano style strap. The
Like
third
this.
one.
That's what you're
Yes,
talking about. That's the one. You know what? That is so you.
I think it would be perfect. It's like the
Because you've owned a Reverso. You had a 976. You bought it from Tan, didn't you?
yes, but this is
And you know, the funny thing is, Timely, he's actually got a 976 now.
yeah, and I actually like Arabic numerals on a Reverso. I like the stick markers as well, but I think the Arabics are
Yeah.
very traditional as well. What I didn't like was that that generation Reverso, the lugs stuck straight out, whereas this
Yeah.
one that you have up on the screen right now, they've reconfigured the lugs, recognizing that the case is quite large, and now the lugs have a kink and they go down. So it wears a lot nicer on the wrist.
Yeah.
And plus the color is stunning. The strap is very unique.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty special watch. But the thing is, I don't know how often I would wear it, to be honest.
Oh, come on.
Well, the thing is, I if I bought it, it would be a watch to wear just occasionally, which is fine. But I've come to really like bracelets. Like
I think the Reverso works on the strap. It's one of the few watches that, like Patek, to me, Patek's precious metal, they work on their strap.
I think a Reverso on a bracelet is a beautiful ladies' watch.
Yeah.
As a men's watch, I think the strap is better.
Yeah. Yeah. Tan is right. Please, can you buy one? Huracan, $7. Archie, fella said you missed his super chat and wants opinions. Not sure what this Gumtree FICA is on about. Yeah, we spoke. We did, fellas. I'll just call it up again just so that he doesn't feel unloved. We did fella. Great show tonight. We talked about the Mercedes.
Yes, we will talk about it again.
Actually, give me an opinion. Rodent nose fella, thoughts. Assad, if good for fella. You betcha. Because at the moment, fella has a 550i BMW, okay? Fella has a BMW 550i. He doesn't garage it.
Like a better version of that's like a more practical M5.
Yeah, it's got the V8 in it. They're a beautiful car. He doesn't garage it, but is that a problem?
Yeah.
No, he lives in Florida, I think. It's fine.
Why can't he garage it? I don't understand this. Do you understand? Why can't he garage it? If you're going to have a beautiful car like this, you have to garage it, don't you think? Saad, what do you think? No?
Of course, garaging is very important. Archie, by the way, the GTC is somewhat similar to the GT, but it is more wider. So it is around 79 inches, which is ultra wide. You know, when it becomes 80 inch, the rules change. It becomes a truck, a lorry or whatever you call it.
Yes.
So the GTC is a huge car.
And just a tidbit of information. Did you know, Saad, we got Powie. Let me just get Powie on there. Hello, Powie.
Archie! Thank God to plug it up. So Belter, he's a showstopper. He's an absolute smasher. And I like pigs. They roll in poo. They make bacon. See what? There's no better than having your ears syringed.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What a great guy.
So we'll research a bit more on this car, Archie, because I don't want to make fella upset.
I got to say something to you.
Well, Archie, he asked Saad's opinion, so just let Saad.
Sorry. Yes, please.
So Archie, let's.
Rancher's just joined the stream. Hello, Sir Rancher. How are you?
I was going to come on and actually pay a little deference to the Gin Tingler.
Yes.
He might be a little bit of a see you next Tuesday, but to be quite honest, he's probably the biggest purist among us when it comes to his collection.
That's why he needs a rogue JLC. Don't you agree?
You mean a Rouge?
A Rouge!
No. He's been out of the Khmer for a while. But the thing is, though, yeah,
you had a Reverso. You went through the Reverso phase as well, didn't you, Clivers?
Yeah, I did.
What stopped? Why don't you get any more Reversos? They were beautiful.
No, deal face, but my Kalpa kind of knocked it. My Kalpa kind of knocked it out of rotation. Sometimes, for everything you get, there's something you lose.
Fair point. I got to say something to you. You know, in India, Saad, they have a BMW 3 Series. It's called a limousine. It's 11 centimeters longer in the back.
Even in China, it is like that. The E-Class have long wheelbase also. Even with the 5 Series.
In China or where? In China.
Anyway, deference has been paid. Gentlemen, have a good night.
Hey, stay on. Rancher, we love you to stay. Oh, he's
So
Yeah.
they have. So it was made for the Chinese market. They had E-class in long wheelbase. It looks almost same lengthwise like an S-class. From side profile, you see that E-class. You think it is a short wheelbase S-class.
And they have
Ah.
the Mercedes ornament as well, still available on the E-Class in China. I think the reason why they make these models for the Chinese market is that the cars are taxed extremely, like unbelievably heavily on engine displacement. So they cannot put an
Ah.
S-Class motor, like an S-Class motor is going to cost you a fucking fortune, even more than an S-Class costs. So to just extend the E-Class is a lot better for everyone.
So
I
quick
see.
answer to fella. I think the SL will suit you more, fella. To be honest with you, I love the Roadster more than this Grand Tourer. So um,
You go.
I
This is
think,
the
yeah,
E-Class long
Don't you,
wheelbase.
Todd, don't you
yeah.
miss when the SL was the flagship?
It still is SL class. It is basically
Yeah, but it's only
the
available
flagship
in MG now.
Roadster. Yeah.
Like it's kind of stuck in an awkward position between the AMG GT and the S class. It's like kind of a
You mean the
soft
S class
version.
coupe?
Yeah, it's softer than the AMG GT, but it's not
The
as soft.
problem is it's not the response in market is not also well with the S class SL class, just because of the problem with Mercedes is they have made so many models. Pre- it used to be like S class, E class, C class, and
Yeah.
SL and CL. Right, CL was the coupe version of S class. Now they have so many classes. They have CLS, they have CLE, they have
I'll
CLC.
tell you something, Archie. And you
I think this
There
guy
we
is
go.
constipated.
Let's get back into watch talk,
fucking
guys. We
cars,
got to steer
I'll
this
bust it.
ship. Okay, we're going to get back into watch talk. Tell me this. I want to say this to you. Okay? The Reverso you had a Reverso 976. Why did you get rid of it? I thought that was the most perfect Reverso ever made. Why did you get out of it?
Well, I mean, come on, let's be real. It was not the best Reverso ever made.
It was a large case. It was classic.
A large case, but it didn't wear very nicely, for me at least, and I think for a lot of people.
Okay, look at the movement on it was beautiful.
I actually would prefer a Reverso with a solid case back. I think that I kind of enjoyed the movement while I had it, but I think it's more traditional to have it with I don't like the duo faces that much. I like the solid case back. And maybe I would aspire to engrave it one day, but I don't think that I'm really at a point where I would want to engrave a watch, because it's like once you engrave it, it's there forever. So I think
yeah.
I'll
be honest with you, I'm thinking about getting the Reverso, and I think I wouldn't probably engrave this one.
Well, I think for you it's very challenging because the last one that you had the engraving, and it represented a very significant milestone in your life.
I was hoping I could keep that for many. I would never have sold that watch, out of all honesty.
Well, you could not have sold it, but also, I mean, in all seriousness, like it was a special watch. So,
and it was difficult to sell anyway because of the engraving.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think watches with engravings. Like if I see a watch with an engraving, I think that it tells a story, and I think that you see a lot of vintage watches with like 25-year work anniversaries or like something like that, and
it tells a good story. I like the backstory, don't you?
But that is somebody else's story.
Well, it's true, and that's why engravings are not that popular. But I think it's okay. I mean, I think you can add to the story, and I don't.
Rodent, I've seen people engraving these days on the clasp instead of the case back. I've seen some Rolexes where their names are written on the clasp. I mean, inside the clasp,
Yes, yes, yes. I know exactly. I don't know if I like that. I think I don't know. Here we go. We got a super chat from our good friend Tan Huratan, $5.50.
Oh,
Paddock 5196. Paddock 5196. Where have you been? I was sold to buy some curtains and a CD collection of Queen.
where is the 5996, Archie?
It's it's in Mike's Pantera.
Okay. Where is Mike? I was waiting for him.
Yeah. Let me just see. Super chat. Where have Where have you been? I was sold to buy some curtains and a CD collection of Queen. Patek 5196. Patek 5196. Where have you been? I was sold to buy some curtains and a CD collection of Queen. There we go. There we go. I got to be totally honest with you. Tan had. What did you do with that Reverso after you bought it off Tan, Jin?
After I bought it, I wore
Yeah.
it.
What did you do with it then afterwards?
After I bought it, I wore it. You mean after?
No, I mean you sold it, didn't you? You don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I sold it back to Tan.
Oh, has Tan still got it?
No, he got rid of it very shortly after. I don't even know why he wanted it back. To be honest, because he didn't have it for long. But
He
I told
didn't want you to have it. He didn't want you to have it.
well,
You
I'm not
understand
gonna
that?
I'm not gonna say that. But he asked me if I'd sell it back to him. I said, sure, why not? And yeah, he but then he moved
Let's
it
go
on.
and have a look. Vintage. I want to show you. I want to have a look at Vintage Watch Co. Let's see if there's any interesting stuff. Oh, let's look at this. Look what comes up. He's got a nice Patek sector dial. Fike. That's it. They've gone up a bit. They have gone up a bit. Look at that sector dial. They were always a bit more than the standard one. Is it Box and Papers? Where is it? Where has Box pay? And okay, fair enough. Yep, beautiful. Look at the white gold. The white gold Sky Dweller. What do you think of that? Beautiful.
I have never been into those.
Okay. Let's have a look what else he's got. See those Omegas, I never really been a big fan of those 70s Omegas. Have you?
I like the C-shape constellation, which is actually the Genta constellation. I like it. It's kind of divisive.
Yeah.
And the prices on those are way less than the Pi Pans from the 50s and 60s. But yeah, I mean, I think it's very period kind of appropriate and beautiful.
Yeah, let's have a look here. It's got a nice bluesy. Look at this. Nice bluesy. Nice bluesy. You can't go wrong with a bluesy, can you? Look at this. That's beautiful, don't you think?
This is your model, actually.
Yes, it is. Here we go. Hurratan. $55. Cheer up, Arch. It's Easter. You should be eating a full-size chocolate bunny on air, discussing why a Patek man should never buy a tuna. We got to play the song for that. He gets the song. Let's get the song, hey?
Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get this thing happening. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Let's get this on, baby. Some fantastic super chats there today. That's Really, really appreciated. What a great guy. Tan is the man. Cheer up, Arch. It's Easter. You should be eating a full-size chocolate bunny on air discussing why a paddock man would never wear a tuna. Yes, 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 yes.
Archie, you know that you are going in right direction in life when you have a Lamborghini and a Patek Philippe.
Yes, yes. He's got 2 Patek Philippe's. Two.
Oh, yeah, 5196 also. Yeah.
Mm.
You know, Arch, I've always liked well, I think I've said it before, but I've always liked the black two-tone sub more than the bluesy, which is an opinion.
You know what? I would disagree with you, but then I wore a two-tone with the black dial many years ago, and I fell in love with it. It's so under the like. I'll be honest. The big problem with the bluesy is it stands out like a beacon. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of.
Yeah, the black one is a little. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with the bluesy, but the black one, I feel you see them out there far less, and also it's as you said, it's a little more subtle to the extent that you can be subtle with a two-tone Rolex, which is kind of tough.
100% right. He's got some interesting stuff here. What's he got in Paddock? Let's have a look. He's got a few Paddocks there. What's he got in JLC? JLC is always good buying. Oh, look at this. 1931 trip. Fuck, they've gone up in price, haven't they? Look at these. They've really shot up, haven't they? I remember when these were. I mean, this is Aussie dollars. Okay, so it's Aussie.
I think the Aussie dollar has gone to shit more than the watch has shot up.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right there. What the fuck has happened to Aussie dollars is terrible. Luxury is my other good friend in Sydney Cove. What's he got that's exciting? Look at that. See, look at that Royal Oak, 25 grand. That's pretty fucking cheap if you want a Rue, don't you think?
I think it's good value if you want to get a sport watch, like a recognizable sport watch from.
The problem is you're going to be crucified on service on that, aren't you? Really?
I mean, technically you shouldn't be, because this is not even an AP in-house chronograph. This is a modular chronograph. But if you send
Here we go. Huracan, $5.50. Saad, are you going the right way in life if you have a Patek, but it doesn't see a nice walk around Mount Glorious?
Hello, Archie. This is the ArchieLuxury show where punters bring in their any old shit and see what they can get for it. Today, we're streaming from Brisbane, and I brought in a paddling pool that me dog's chewed on. How much can you give me for it, Archie?
Hey, no worries. We'll give you a $5. A $5. We'll give him a $5. There we go. $5. We'll give you a $5, okay? A $5. I got to tell you, that's pretty cheap buying. What do you think? Do you reckon they look dated or not? What do you think?
This looks watch marketed for very young people, Archie.
But look at this. I mean, the bezel's a little. Is that rubberized? The bezel is rubberized. What is the bezel?
It looks like it has been coated. No, it is rubber.
So, and once the screws are beat up too, it looks like someone has, when they were drunk, or some absolute shit watchmaker tried to unscrew the bezel or something. I mean, the screws are actually a big part of a Royal Oak or an offshore. So
yeah, I know what you're saying.
But you're right, Saad, that the offshore has always been like, it's been associated with like young, like music stars or athletes and stuff who want something super loud and like obnoxious.
Obnoxious, yeah. That 36 mil, it doesn't seem to be holding up well. The 36 mil Explorer, does it? That's kind of. What's he got?
They're not well loved, but
look at that. He's got that. That's my friend's Paddock for sale, by the way. $85,000. What do you think of that? 5.1. 70R. Is that beautiful or not? What do you think?
Very beautiful.
Yes, of course.
It's very beautiful. I think he wants too much for his 5035, 42,000. Fuck. I mean, I know it's rose gold with black, but I didn't think they were that valuable. That could
Well,
be a
you
little
can
bit.
get a 5146 for about 30, but that's USD, so
Yeah.
it'd be a lot more in Aussie.
Fuck the Aussie dollar shit at the moment. It's fucked. It's really. Let's see what he's got in jail.
Archie, this luxuria guy is rich. He has expensive watches.
Oh no, he's done very well for himself. He's lovely. He actually, you know what? That luxuria guy, he put money in to pay for this gift. Can you believe that? Here we go. We got another super chat. Here we go. Got another super chat. Okay, we did that one there. We'll do it again just to give Tan a bit more value because we love our zeal. Our zeal is the bestest. The zeal is the best. And Saad, are you going the right way in life if you have a Patek, but it doesn't see a nice walk around Mount Glorious? There we go. Wear the Patek.
Where is 5196, Archie? Where is it?
It's in the Pantera, okay? Hurricane, $5.50. Powie was offered Eye of the Tiger from his Rolex ABD, but he didn't pull the trigger. Now they aren't offering him a ladies' date just, not a brass razoo.
Yes, Archie. Actually, I don't understand this scenario. Pelvi says that he was offered Eye of the Tiger, which on grey market is at least $300,000. You know,
Yes.
and he says that he skipped it. You know, he skipped this watch.
Well, maybe he didn't have the money. But I mean, it's a lot of money. They're still expensive. You know what I mean?
You
Buy
you,
one.
you can borrow, you know, and flip it the next moment.
Yeah, but some people don't feel comfortable doing that, do they?
I don't think Pelvi thinks about comfort too much.
Okay. GB, $2. Looks like an early 90s tag. I think he's talking about the AP. I remember O'Sheen, he was talking about bargain APs, and he always likes them. You can tell the shittier ones, they got that rubberized pushers. What do you think? I remember when these were in the early 2004, 2002, 2000. I remember I was in Thailand and I said, aren't these pushers going to wear out? Oh no, it's not going to. Well, they look haggard now.
100%, Archie. This will look exactly the same like you see those old these Mercedes Benzes and BMWs and Range Rovers with those ugly sticky buttons. You know, this this will be exactly the same thing. How can a rubber not deteriorate? I fail to understand that.
You're right.
And we, especially South Asians, our hands are full of ghee all the time. Ghee. Do you know what ghee is, Archie?
No, what is ghee?
It is oil. You know, oil. It is a natural oil extracted from an animal's ass. So that we eat food all the time made from ghee. Now, how can ghee sustain this? Have they tested ghee on this?
I'm not sure. Hurrah, Tan, $11. Archie, what sort of cricketer were you in school days? The guy always getting LBW. The guy always getting run out. Or the guy cracking six into Saad's backyard. You know what? We used to play cricket at school. I remember. Oh, far out. I remember. I wasn't cricket's a hard game. It's a very tough game.
What's so hard about cricket, Archie? Where did you find it hard?
You got overs, so many runs not out, and so many. I don't understand. How do you win? Is it how many runs you have, or how many overs?
No, runs. If you have more runs than the other party, the other team, you win.
The overs. What about the overs?
Overs are usually 50. Sorry, irrelevant. You can explain it better. Yeah,
it makes no difference.
That is the number of balls you can throw at the opponent, you know. But the thing is, once you out all of the team members of the other party and you make more runs than them, you win.
Can I show you a watch that will never fucking sell? Can I show
Yes.
this to you? Okay, so let's have a look here. So this one, these Moses sold. Can you believe that? The Moses sold. If we go into other watches, and it's right, because this is the thing, he never really updates this. Look at this. This Arnold and Son. Will that ever sell? Can I please have your opinion? Why won't that sell?
I'll buy this the moment they offer me at a great price. It's a beautiful looking watch.
Well, honestly, at 11K Aussie, I don't think you'll find too much better solid gold than this. I mean,
And Arnold and Son is not a bad watch company. Rodent, what do you think?
no, there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
Clearly, you look at this, you look at the dial, you look at the movement. It's nice.
You know, if you know Archie,
Hey, very special hello to Marco Ferrente. Hey, let's see if we can get Marco on. We love to chat.
Archie, this guy
Marco.
has so much knowledge on watches. This Marco, you know, I
He
do
is.
watches.
He's in the industry. He's doing really
Yeah.
well. Lovely guy. Lovely guy. Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Arch, when are you visiting Saad in Pakistan? I got to be honest with you. Since I discovered the problems of Pakistan, I'm probably a little bit cautious now. It could be fucking
But-
dangerous.
But the problem will not, you know, it is not for you, Archie.
Yeah, look, if you pick me up at the airport in an armored vehicle, we'll be okay.
Yes, I'll bring out a tank for you.
Okay. I don't mind
Archie,
visiting.
Archie,
you.
if this watch had a Patek Philippe written on it instead of this Arnold and Son, you would have said, "Wow, look at the guilloche! Wow, look at those bezels, the style! Wow, amazing hands!" This is what you would have said.
Here we go. Hurricane, $5.50. Archie, what is more exciting? Watching the ArchieLuxury live stream, watching paint dry, watching a 5-day test cricket match.
I think cricket is the most horrible thing to watch in these things.
Yes.
Second will be ArchieLuxury and
Why
Drive.
people? You don't like cricket? Tell me this. You like cricket?
I
How do you-
hate it.
Oh, you
I'll
hate cricket.
yeah.
I hope you don't say that out loud in Pakistan.
Yeah, they'll burn me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think watching paint dry is not too boring of any sort. What's the problem with that?
Watching try.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
for me, there's nothing better. You know, the most memorable test match in recent years that I remember
Yeah.
was Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe. I was
Ooh.
probably the only one watching that match from the US, but it was a
see.
fucking good match. I loved it. Test cricket, it just gets me so excited. I'll be up at any time of the day to watch test cricket. I can't get enough.
Wouldn't you remember Shoaib Akhtar, the fastest bowler in the
Rawalpindi Express.
Yeah, Rawalpindi Express, exactly.
Great,
Exactly.
great character. He has a YouTube channel now, where he does.
Who's that?
He was a bowler from Pakistan, the fastest in the world, you know.
Yes. Yes.
I think it was 100 miles per hour bowling.
Yes, the first one to break the barrier. Imagine like you're a batsman and you have Wasim and Waqar, and you survive Wasim and Waqar, and then Shoaib comes in. You're like, fuck.
You know, he in one interview, if I don't quote him wrongly, he said his intention was to hurt the batsman. That was number one. The second was to make him afraid, and the third one was to out him.
Well, yeah, well, Bodyline, and that was the whole purpose of Bodyline, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's been part of the game for a long time.
I used to love that fat guy in Zimam. I used to love him.
Yeah.
Hurricane, $5.50. Archie, who was a bigger celebrity, the method actor who plays ArchieLuxury, or ArchieLuxury, the racehorse? Rest in peace.
Did he ride the horse?
Yes, unfortunately.
Was was he obese or okay?
He was not the most successful at racing, and I think that
He won a few things, but then he had a bit of an accident, and that was the end of it.
he ended up in a steak tartare somewhere in Hong Kong.
Oh,
Yeah, we think so. We don't know for sure, but anyhow, it was all fun, all good, until somebody got hurt, you know. But tell me this: $13,000. This Hublot. What do you think of this for $13,000? Hublot King Power, Ocean Geographic. What do you think, Saad? This is
the
power.
problem
Look
is
at this.
not the money, Archie. It's the watch. You know, even
Yeah.
if somebody
48
gives
mil, Saad. We can eat as many chickens as we like.
yeah, most of the people these days, you know, they try to hide behind these big watches. They think
Mhm.
that, you know, their stomach will be hidden if they wear big watches. It's not like that. For a normal human being, if you know how you know you're a normal human being when a 36 millimeter watch suits you well.
Thank
That
you,
is
Saad. Thank you,
that's
Saad.
the best way to measure your BMI.
I
Yeah,
agree. Well, no,
yeah.
I say this partly because I like 36 mil, but also
It's excellent. 36 is an
I
excellent size. Yeah.
because of Archie, I've actually had the chance to meet a lot of watch collectors.
Yeah.
Of varying sizes. They're not all skinny guys or small guys.
Yes.
Their sizes range across the spectrum, and the vast majority of them, they will give me their watch to try on. I don't think they've heard the stories about me dropping
Yes,
several
we
watches,
do.
but they
Exactly.
they give me their watch to try on. I try it on.
Yes, sir.
The bracelet fits perfectly. So I think that my anecdotal experience says that an average wrist size.
Have you spoken to JG lately? He's such a cool guy.
Yeah, I spoke to GJ today. Actually, we were talking about potentially seeing some langas in.
He's so cool. Where is he living now?
I don't know if I'm allowed to
Okay.
disclose, but he is not currently in Singapore.
I see. I loved him. He was such a nice guy, you know.
He's a great guy.
His brother's also crazy collector.
Have you met his brother?
No, but his
I've
brother
actually-
is.
Yeah, I've met
Have you
his
met the
brother.
brother? What's he? Oh, I think I might have met the brother. I might have.
Yeah. Well, I think he has two brothers. He has one who's a
Okay.
collector and another who's not a collector. But I think I met
Yeah.
the non-collector one. We went out in Singapore for like the
Yes.
after party, and
Yeah.
certain things that happen in Singapore stay in Singapore. So I won't say
What
the full
happens in
detail.
Singapore stays exactly. You hit it.
But
You know.
it was a lot of fun. Great guys.
Yeah, they're very, very good guys, and they're a lot of fun. I love them. I love them to death. I love them to death. It's fascinating stuff. They're really Singapore is that's one of my favorite countries. Singapore.
Didn't you? I recall that you were talking.
The problem with Singapore is fucking expensive to rent a place. You know, that's the big problem. I'd have to find a Singapore girl who's got a HDB.
Yes, because you are obviously
That's
not a citizen, so you don't get HDB.
Yeah, so you'd need to find a girl who's got a HDB, and you'd have to plead
Well, you
your
could
case.
just live in Malaysia, for fuck's sake. Live in JB and just go to Singers when you want to.
Actually, you know what? I fucking love Kuala Lumpur. Petronas Towers. You've been into Petronas Towers? That's the
Yes, I have. But they've built a taller tower now, so it's not really.
Oh, but still, Petronas. Actually, we've got another super chat. Sorry, I missed this one here. Hurricane, $11. Art, since you are being a lazy fella, and I would like you to release us rights to sell ArchieLuxury merchandise. We got shirts, dildos, and even chocolate branded as ArchieLuxury. Hey, you know what? Hurricane, you are free to do that. Yes, sir. Because you always support me, I will give you full rights. Yes, 100%. Fuck yes. Yeah, I'd love that. Why not? Let's give something back to Tan. What do you think there, Gin Tingler?
I think the dildos might have a problem getting through.
Yeah,
customs.
yeah. I reckon this is fucking amazing. Yes, you betcha. Do it.
Remember, Archie, when you started ArchieLuxury Corporate, you wore a suit and you said, "This will be the ArchieLuxury Corporate channel where we have no profanities, we have no talking about vice. You know, we're just going to be a very serious."
It died. It never got off the ground. Then did it? After that, it just never got off the ground.
I mean, ArchieLuxury.
Wah 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 wah.
Arts, if you were to sell like t-shirts or I don't know, posters or fucking whatever, like keychains or watch related stuff,
sir.
I think you would sell hundreds within a couple weeks max.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, I think you definitely would. Who wouldn't want one? Well, I guess it depends on what the design was like. But if they were wearable, you know, kind of inside joke type of things that people could just wear for a laugh.
Yeah,
Why
I
not?
reckon it'd be super cool, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Tell Tan to pull the button. Squeeze it, man. I reckon.
Archie, do you have any other watch to show to us rather than showing this junk?
Sorry. We got another super chat. So I tell you, Tan, you are free to go with it. Run with it, Tan. Run with it. And we got another super chat here from my good friend, Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Archie Corporate, Gonado Blue Velvet job in Singers.
Gonna do Blue Velvet job.
Gonna do a blue, yes.
He ran out of characters with 40 Thai baht, which I don't even know how much that is, but it's not a lot. But we appreciate every dollar, so it's fine.
Yes, we do. We appreciate every dollar, Dazzler. We appreciate.
You know, what are your top 5 watches or wish list or anything that you love? Top 5, any brand
Top 5
for Jin.
Jin. You know, Jin. I think Jin needs to get. I think for him, 1016 Explorer 1.
See, Archie,
1019.
I would
36 mil day date. Rogue Tribute JLC Reverso, and finally, he needs a 5035 paddock because it's perfect size for Jin.
it's not bad actually,
and they're good value. All of that stuff is really good value. What I wouldn't do to be a little bit smaller, you know, fuck me dead. You get some.
This is the advantage, Archie. If 36 and similar size suits you, then you have lots of options at a really, really good price, you know.
Exactly. You get some amazing stuff, you know.
There's a super chat.
There's a super chat.
It must be really funny if Jim is laughing at it, because it's very difficult to make him laugh.
Hurritan. The dildo will be named the Tingler. Van Lux idea. Condoms labeled "Fake Me Dead." A shirt that says "Bear" and a blue velvet suit.
I would buy a blue velvet suit.
Yes.
You know, Tom Ford used to make really nice velvet suits. It was basically.
He did, didn't he? That's right.
But the Tom Ford has sold his brand to some other company, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's sold now. I don't know what.
Yeah, but it was so fucking. Well, I mean, obviously it's going to be expensive, but
yeah,
I feel that I was more into Tom Brown, even if I think it's made for like. They were always very short because he's a short guy, so I was always like, is this long enough? Yeah, also very expensive.
You know, the good thing about
Pavel, $5. Careful not to step on Mike's intellectual property, Lave designs, etc. for his project, please. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be careful not to fiddle with Mike, you know. You know, the good thing about Tom Ford was in his design, he reintroduced the peak lapels,
Mhm.
which eventually died. Everybody was doing the notch lapel on jackets. They reintroduced the peak lapels with two front buttons. So that is how they got really, really, successful. Normally, what you do is you have to go to a custom tailor or someone in Savile Row to make you that kind of suit. Because I don't know why people don't like peak lapels anymore. It's, I think, more beautiful. And Archie, I think, used to wear. No, I'm not sure whether Archie used to wear peak lapels or he had notch
Didn't he
lapels.
have double-breasted with peak lapels?
Yeah, it's usually with
I don't
double
understand.
breast.
Why is double-breasted out? Can I ask you that? Why the
Not
fuck
out.
is...
It's not out. It's
Archie, if you have a body like Jen, I would
Yeah.
say double breast suits look outstanding, absolutely outstanding. The only problem with double breasted suit is if you are large in frame, even though if you are not big but you are large, your bones are wide, you are endomorph, it
yes.
will not suit you. So this is the problem. You have to be very thin,
Oh.
slender, sleek in
To
order
wear
to have.
double-breast? I thought it was the reverse. Double-breasted hides it because you've got the two rows.
No, 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 no. It makes it even more visible. Your attention is on those 4 or 6 buttons. When somebody sees you, the first thing they see is your trunk. Then, this is the problem with double-breasted suits.
Very
Well,
interesting.
Archie's wearing a
Very interesting.
double-breasted T-shirt right now.
Do you know, Archie, what he meant?
I didn't want to be mean.
Yes. Yes. That's okay. Hey, that's okay there. We've got another super chat. We got Phoenician Cedar, $5. AC3, thoughts on the GT3 RS? I emailed a few photos of one I saw in Sydney last night. Let me get that up. I got to send that through. The Nissans, I got to be honest with you, those Nissans, I was always a Euro
No,
car
is this
snob.
a Porsche or a Nissan? I think it's a.
It's a
Oh,
Porsche.
it's a Porsche.
Yeah. Yeah. Jin, are you into cars? What kind of cars do you like?
Well,
No?
he likes Mercedes Benzes. He loves
Oh,
his
wow.
No,
I love.
I do like Mercedes, but
Mm.
I like them just because they're comfortable and nice spaces to be inside. I'm not really a car person.
Mm.
I thought you were a car person. You love cars.
No, well, I have particular preferences to what I want in a car. Unfortunately, none of those are available in America. Like my ideal car would be 4 doors, estate, rear drive, and diesel. So that's not a car enthusiast.
No, that is actually a very good. Mercedes used to do really good estates diesels back then. I'm not sure about now, but they were pioneers in doing that.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, and a stick. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, you can't buy that in America, and you can barely buy that in other countries still. So, I just.
And why did you like the estate? Is it because of the space, or you like the design of it?
I think estates look nice. I think the space, the practicality is really good.
Yeah.
SUVs, they don't drive great. In a state, you can drive as fast as you want on the highway and no problem. And I think that it kind of, from an aesthetic perspective, I think it kind of represents a lifestyle that I aspire to, or at least aspire to project. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's.
Ooh, this is pretty vicious. This is a Viking vicious car, man. This is vicious. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up. I got another one here. Yankee Doodle, $2. I'm liking the Carl F. Bashir Monero collection. Fuck me dead. That's pretty terminal. We'll come back to that. Let's just call up this Porsche. Tell me what you think of this. This is the Porsche.
GJ had a GT3 RS, and I rode in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We rode the GT3 RS to eat curry.
It's yeah, that's
Archie,
pretty.
in one of their versions, I don't know exactly, but you might know it. They used to put stickers instead of the ambulance just to save weight on these cars. Do you know that?
Yeah. That's exactly. I think BMW did that on the 2002 Turbo. There was a sticker. Have a look at this. This is probably. Fuck. What is this thing? Tell me what you think of this, guys. Tell me what you think. Just take that down for a minute. Look at
This
that.
this must be really uncomfortable,
Holy
to be honest.
shit.
It's a very hardcore like track car essentially.
Yeah,
Purist
total
car.
tracks, yeah.
I think like the GT3 Touring doesn't have the big wing, and it looks a lot more subtle.
I love the yellow. Look at the subtle yellow calipers and the writing and the roll bar. It kind of.
I don't think there's anything subtle about yellow
Oh,
calipers.
okay. Sorry. Far out. Amazing. Nice looking car.
Yeah.
And we're going to give Yankee Doodle. Oh, we got another super chat here. Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. AC3 BMW 4 Series with or without beaver teeth. I got to tell you, I actually like the beaver teeth.
What?
I actually like the
The
beaver.
last 4
teeth.
Series was fucking gorgeous. It had the I love the hatchback version. It was great. But I've even if I'm not a car guy, I did think about getting an M3, but it's because they're not that much money. And it's still available in a stick. But it looks like shit. It looks like fucking shit.
You got the F30, right? The F30, actually F32. That's the previous one, right? That's what they looked like. I thought they looked really nice as a coupe, right?
I liked the 4-door hatchback version. But I thought of buying it.
And then they went to the G20
Or
G22.
82, I think.
The G22. There you go. That's the beaver teeth. Do you like the beaver teeth? I thought these are kind of. I like the beaver teeth. I actually like them. I think they're cool. And let's not forget.
I think your 3 Series looks better because it's more
practical.
Yeah, it's a gentlemanly design.
Yes. Yeah.
Now let's just call up this Carl. I'm going to put this to bed very, very quickly.
I'll also choose a 3 Series over this, to be honest with you.
The Carl Bashir. What was it? What? Just read that to me. What's it say? Carl Bashir. What was it? Monaro. Oh, that's it. The Monaro. There we go. Carl F. Bashir. These are nothing. This is what you have to buy to get any cred. And speaking of cred, hello, Mr. Sexy. How are you?
How you going, boys? What's going on?
Hello, Sexy.
Fantastic. We're having a great time here. William Money, $5. Sard in Mickey's culture. Mikey's culture. It is customary for house guests to start a nice roaring campfire in the front yard to sit around and tell stories. Thank you.
Well, in
their
culture, they start plenty of fires. You should see the effigies of the politicians that they burn in the streets every week. So I think he has some practice.
Very, very good point.
GMT, you're wearing an excellent watch.
Which watch am I wearing?
Dite.
The dite. Sure am, man. Sure am.
Oh wow, man! It suits you. It suits you, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Full screen. Let's get him up here. Give us a look. Give us a look at that. That looks so good on your wrist, man. And
beautiful watch.
It's beautiful.
I'm very happy with it. I just love it.
Beautiful.
With all its flaws and all its got.
What flaws? What flaws you talk about?
There's
Come
no
on,
flaw. Only
everyone.
Baggage,
just
no,
a-
but not floss.
Baggage.
Yeah,
People
No, I
don't
love
it's
it, man.
when you wear a Lifetime Achievement Award in public. That's just the problem. I mean, really.
Well, for me, this will never leave my collection, no matter what. I'll never swap it for anything.
Hey, it looks good on you, and if you like
Yeah,
it,
thank you, man.
perfect.
I love it. Yeah, something I've always achieved.
it's
to
the
get, and I got it.
story. It's the
Yes.
story. You know what I mean?
It's got unbelievable story, actually.
Yeah. And that's the most important thing, is that it's got a story to it, and you have to go with your heart, you know.
Yeah, they asked me what would I get rid of it for, and I said nothing. I wouldn't get rid of it for anything.
No.
You know,
And why would you?
exactly.
It's a beautiful
Well-
watch.
What are you watching now, Archie? You look like you're very deep into something.
No. I'm just waiting for the next pounce on something. Tell me this. How is the weather in Darwin? In Brisbane,
It's raining
20?
today. Raining today.
Oh, fuck. Raining.
Yeah.
Raining.
Raining.
You've got some weird weather there, haven't you?
No, I'm looking at the weather now as we speak, and
Mm-hmm.
as we speak right now, it's 29 degrees Celsius.
29 degrees
Yes, at
Celsius.
11 o'clock it was. What time's it now? At 11 o'clock it will be 29. So it's 10:30 now. Almost
Okey-dokey.
10:30.
Beautiful. Roland Travel Channel, good friend Roland. He's a great supporter. He gives me a lot of support. Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Wouldn't you love a day date in your collection again, AC3? Actually, yes. Yes, I would. I would. But you know what? I've got to be totally honest with you.
You got
The
your
watch-
bluesy, Arch.
Yeah. I was just about
Yeah.
to say that.
Yeah.
That really gives me more pleasure
Yeah.
than a day date. Okay? Because the thing is, I like to take them off constantly and hold watches. You know, I
You play around with them.
yeah, I'm talking to
Hmm.
you. I'm just
Yeah.
taking this off, playing, fiddling with it. Yeah, that's the watch I miss at the moment most. Because I've had my rotation. I actually want to get my bluesy out of the safe. That's probably the one I want to get out. Does that make sense?
Sure does.
The problem with day dates is it looks more of a bracelet than a watch, especially if it has same tone dial that its bracelet is made from, like champagne dial.
Champagne,
And
yeah.
However, the Submariner, two-tone is more for a watch enthusiast. It looks more of a watch than a jewelry, something like that.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there, but you know what? I actually the biggest mistake I think I made when I had my day date, I should have just fucking kept it. I look back on times and I didn't really use. I mean, I had the money helped me.
You had
But
the
I ended up-
18038, is that right? Or the
I had an
18238?
18238. I had
18238.
firstly I got an 18038, which was a bit
Yeah.
shitty, and then I sold that. I actually bought an 18238. Then I sold the 18038.
So you had them both at the same time.
Yes, I did for a small period of time. Yeah.
What did you think like when do you remember back and like the
No,
differences?
no. Well, the
and-
18238 was much nicer because it was a newer watch, whereas the
Yeah.
18038 had a slight bracelet repair underneath it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I thought
Yeah.
it had been polished a bit. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
whereas the 18238, it was diamond dial. It was a cream dial with diamonds on it,
Mhm.
Okay.
and I fucking loved it.
I love
loved it.
diamonds
Was it-
on day dates. I think a bit of opulence is okay.
It had box.
Box, yeah.
Receipts,
Mine's
but no
complete, which I'm
papers.
quite
No
lucky.
paper. It was an e-serial number. It was an e-serial number.
Yeah, mine's got everything. It's got the calendar, it's got the tags, it's got the booklets, it's got
Yeah,
the
it
whole
just didn't
lot.
have he lost the papers for some fucker. He had the receipt, but he didn't have. And he had. It is what it is. Okay.
No,
It is-
it happens, but you know what? It's easy to do. Believe me, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
You're moving or whatever, something gets misplaced,
And you always
You
put
got
it
it with some
somewhere
other pa-
special because you think, oh, I better look after this.
yeah.
And that's
It happens, man. It happens. I won't do it because I'm extra careful, but it happens.
And then the burglars came and took everything out, and I
Well,
lost.
that way you don't even have to worry about losing it. They just took it from you. There you go. It's just
Yeah.
there was no
Because
you
I
can't
don't
blame
have
yourself for
papers.
that.
I don't have papers for my Explorer 2 now.
That sucks.
But you can make a service card, Archie.
It doesn't matter. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, look, I've got a lot to be grateful for in my life. Would I love a day date again? You know what? I would. The problem is, I tell you what the problem is with a day date now, okay? I'll tell you honestly. I had the 36. I probably would like the 40, but they're too expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Okay?
Jesus, they're just like
You look at James Gandolfini. He was not a small guy. He wore a 36 day date. So I think the 36 mil day date, it projects. It has such a personality of its own. It's full gold. I mean, it's fucking obnoxious, right? Like it 36 is big enough, I think, even if you might prefer a 40.
Yeah. Look, for me, I'm more than happy with the 3 Rolex I got. You know, three Rolex. That's enough. Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Great deals on 18238 in Japan, Arch. Vacation time.
Yeah, the problem is that they'll be sized for 6.5-inch wrists. So
look, I'll be honest with you. I'm taking a little break. I've borrowed a bit of money to get some watches, and I'm really not looking at. I might buy some more affordable watches I like to play with, but a day date for me and Mr. GMT, they're a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money, man. That's why I'm so blessed that I have
I'd
one.
have to sell something I've got to pay for something like that. And I'm pretty happy.
Preferably not your ass, put it that way. That's because it feels like that when you fucking get one.
Archie tried.
I tried, you reckon?
It didn't work so well.
Shit. Yeah, they're not. They're. It's a big call, man. To actually get a day date, it's a big call for a lot of people, a lot of average people.
It is. It's a lot of money, even for rich people. It's a fucking lot of money, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You know,
it just seems a little bit easier for them than us, Arch, if you know what I mean. It's a lot of money, but it's easier.
Yeah, it is a lot of money, and I think the problem you've got to realize is when look. The economy isn't exactly, how do I put this? The economy isn't exactly wonderful at the moment. We've got interest rates, they're starting to rise. Hopefully they've stopped rising.
Jesus. I hope they stop soon.
Oh, fuck.
It's fucked. Not I'll tell you something. I'm all right because I've locked mine in. I'm not talking about myself here.
How long are you locked?
I'm talking.
But you're only locked in for 3 years. See?
Yeah. But I only started. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Arch, full screen. You got to put him on full screen, Arch.
Look at that.
Look at that, Arch. Look at that. That's
this
what
is
you
the
call
green
sex
tide,
and rich.
Archie.
Wow.
That's gorgeous, man. That is like, that's 41, yeah?
I love that.
This is 36, actually.
40, sorry, 40. 36, is it?
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Suits you so well. Really does.
But the color, the dial is green, You can see it?
It's green. It looks like black there. Oh.
I think it's just the lighting.
Yeah, the lighting. But it's gorgeous regardless, man. Beautiful.
Is this good?
Hey, look at that. I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
But what I am more into this, This is good.
Yeah, I love it too, man.
You got a nice yard there. You got a nice yard there. Nice
beautiful
lawn.
yard. Yeah.
How do you keep the lawn so nice?
This is more important than the lawn, Archie.
Don't worry about the lawn. Don't worry about the watch, Arch.
He's wearing a Daytona in Pakistan.
That's beautiful.
I think he can find someone to take care of the lawn.
Wow, the lawn looks lovely there. And that's the thing. It's that's beautiful. That's just absolute class. And the thing I love about the green dial, in different light, you get a different effect on it. It's really
Yeah,
Really,
well,
really
for example, that looked like black there, you know. So
Yeah, they produced this for a very short period of time, and I've had 2 of these greens, but I
Where
had
did
to
you
sell
buy
one.
it? Saad, where did you buy that one?
This was in Dubai.
oh,
This
beautiful.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, Saad, in Dubai or in the UAE, their citizens can get married for free, I think.
Oh, I am back to Pakistan, and now you are telling me.
You should have married an Emirati girl.
He could have went over there, got married for free, and came back. Done, sorted.
Never knew that. Super chat.
At least you know for the future anyway. There is a super chat, Arch.
Super chat, Yankee Doodle, $2. Only rich people should wear day dates. Well, I think that's pretty true. You're rich. You're a wealthy guy. You're a successful small businessman.
I wouldn't say rich, Arch. Far from it. But you know,
Rich at heart.
yeah,
Rich
I'm far
in
from
his-
being rich. I wish I was, but don't get me wrong. I would have been a lot more rich if I didn't have to help a lot of people around me. Put it that way, I would have a lot more money. But I went out of my way to help
Yeah.
people, so it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just the way life goes, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
What can you do, man? You can't always get what you want.
You know, for example, I do that, yes, and I've got no regrets. But like I said the other day, Arch, I had a guy. I told him my story about the TV that got
Yeah, he
smashed.
gave you a deal. He gave you a deal.
he gave me his staff discount. So in life, things come to you when you least expect it.
Mm.
You know, that's how I look at it.
No, exactly. So you're working tomorrow. Tell me what's happened. Is it
Yeah.
you've had 4 days
Tomorrow.
off? How has that been? You loved it? That's been a good break
Yeah,
for you.
well, it was all right until I had to go organize the TV. That took me a whole day to sort out, and yeah, that was a bit of a one day just taken up, just gone. But yeah, it's been good. It's been relaxing.
Yeah.
I went to the shop yesterday, as you saw, Arch. Went and organized a few
Yes.
things there. Today I've taken the whole day off, so I can just chill out with my family and come on the stream with you as well,
Wow.
Arch.
Wow,
So
that's
yeah,
fantastic.
it's great. And I actually you use the TV. I tried it out. I got the sound bar, set all that up, so it's a bit of fun there. So yeah, it's just been relaxing. Yourselves, how's everyone else going? What have you guys been doing? Anything interesting?
We've been having a lot of fun here. It's look, things are what they are. It can be a bit tough at times, but you can only try your best, can't you?
Oh, for sure. That's it. Enjoy life. It's too short. If you don't, it's too late after that. So enjoy it.
Exactly.
Enjoy your watches. That's what I always say, right, Arch? Enjoy your watches. Wear them.
Exactly. You've got to enjoy your watches, man. Otherwise, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Otherwise,
what's the point of having them?
What's the
Mr.
point?
GMT, Saad said earlier something that I actually quite liked and kind of agree with, that for him, a platinum day date would be his one and done. Do you feel that the day date that you have right now, or maybe a different version, could be your
No,
one?
this day date is my one and done. Yes. I could just sell everything else and I'll be happy just with this. No problem. I'd absolutely love this watch. I could wear it every single day of my life. Say if I wasn't the line of work that I'm in, I would wear it every single day and enjoy it every single day of my life.
Wow.
Without fail.
You think
Amazing.
it's probably not as inappropriate as Archie wearing the 5107 Calatrava to his job interview for the junior IT role based.
I think the Calatrava would wear more under the radar because a lot of more people wouldn't
I think
expect
Archie
it to be
kind of tuned out.
expect it to be so expensive, you know.
Tuned out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
That'd be
yeah, no,
amazing.
look, for me, this is it. This is what I've always wanted, and I've said it from the first time I ever came onto any streams. This was it, and I managed to get it, and I'm happy that I got it.
The thing is that you've got to buy things that you really love. Doesn't matter what other people think of them, you know.
And
got
that's what I've
Roland's
always done,
Apple
Arch.
Channel. Oh, we
There
got
you go.
Sturty Danny's just come on.
Hey, Sir T
Shout out.
Danny. With the
Hey,
gold tooth to go with the gold day date.
40 Thai baht, ugliest and best dial on a day date panel.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
good
you know,
question.
I personally, I'll be honest with you. The thing is, champagne, people say it's boring, but that always is very
It's a
popular.
classic. It's a classic.
I had a cream dial with diamonds. I actually liked it. The cream. It wasn't white. It was a creamy color.
They call it the egg something eggshell.
Crew
dial.
or eggshell.
But
Eggshell, yeah.
I must admit, the ugliest. I don't like those. You know those dials that have no markers, no indices. That's what I find. Oh, I kind of.
Are you talking about the ones that have got nothing on it? It's just
Stellar,
bits, for
yeah.
example, it's just all
Onyx. Are you on
black.
about
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Onyx.
Onyx style?
Well, they had
the Onyx
Onyx,
styles. Yes, yes.
Lapis, some of the
I
styles.
find that a bit hard to sort of to read in that. So
I think honestly, most of them there's something to like. Maybe the Jubilee dial is a little bit
Too much.
flashy.
Yeah.
The pave dials, yeah, you can appreciate the beauty, but I don't think there's really anyone here who would actually wear one, even if they were given one.
Yeah.
Like, because it's just too much.
I've been always a traditionalist, so I stick to the traditional. But there isn't many that I could say that I can't even think of one off the top of my head that I could say that I didn't like the dial, for example.
I think champagne's definitely my favourite one. It
Yeah,
just goes
for me
with,
too.
it goes with watch perfect, doesn't it? It just blends
Yeah.
in with it.
Beautiful. It
Yeah,
actually makes the watch look bigger than what it really is too,
Mhm.
because it's all one lump sum. You know, just
Gold on gold will always be a good choice.
I'll tell you what I don't like, a silver dial on.
Oh, you don't like the silver dial?
I don't
Oh,
like
wow.
a silver dial on a day date.
Really?
Wow. That's have you seen the modern ones, the ones that are out now? Because I've seen JJ's, and JJ's he's got the silver dial. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's each their own, isn't it? It'd be boring.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I-
you know. No, well, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like,
Yeah.
you don't. Everyone, you know, everyone's got to have their preference, and that's a fair call.
That's
you know?
why they make so many of them. Because if you're going to spend that kind of money on a watch,
The problem with silver dial is silver technically does not match gold, you know.
is what
Suddenly
I'm-
coming from silver to gold, it looks a little bit weird. But I will agree with GMT because on the newer models, because the indices are so big and they are made from yellow gold, so it does match the watch
It
much
does.
better.
He's got I think he's got the Roman numerals.
Yeah.
And they look
I
beautiful.
like Roman
It really
numerals.
does. Yeah, it looks beautiful on it. It really does. He's got some unbelievable.
I love
you
the
know, photos.
white gold date white dial with Romans. I think
That's nice too. I've seen that. Another one you're talking about. Yeah.
What about meteorite dial, white gold with meteorite dial? That's
the,
also nice.
the baguettes. I mean, that's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. You can't
Yeah.
knock that. That's
One,
like a
maybe
heavy
one
hitter.
dial that actually is legitimately bad is the Arabic concentric dials that they had them on date justs and date eights. On the date just, it looks kind of sporty and cool. On the date eight, I think it's
On the day date, they were called as a Myraid dial, MYRAID. If you can pull it out, it's a unique dial. They used to have
wouldn't
it in
mind seeing
gray
that.
and green. Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the date just they had just concentric dials, you know, with 1, 2, 3, 4 in Arabic. Yeah. Those are very sporty looking, not suiting the day date theme, to be honest.
yeah.
But the Myraid dials were actually very expensive because they were considered to be the actual anniversary dials of
Mhm.
the day dates.
Very
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
there's so many date eights out there, and actually, it is not often talked about, at least on Watch YouTube. But the date eight has been, and probably always will be one of the most collectible Rolex references. I mean,
here we go. Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht, best diamond set watch, 30 Danny.
Might sound boring, but I think day date. I think everything ties into it. We just the one with diamond dots, not the bezel.
No, not the bezel. No, not the bezel.
Just the diamond dots.
I like the, what are they called? When the numerals are not the actual diamonds, but the what are they called? again?
Baguettes.
Baguettes,
Baguette
that's it. Yeah, baguette diamonds. Yeah, I really do like those.
I like the 116748 SARU A lot also, the GMT with rubies and sapphires on the
I know the
bezel.
one, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Isn't
That's
that
beautiful.
is that the Patriot?
That's sorry?
Is that the Patriot?
I'm not sure. It's the SARU, sapphire rubies.
Maybe the white gold was called the
Hmm?
Patriot because it's red, white,
Uh,
and
uh,
blue.
okay, I see.
I tell you what, do
Now-
it when they destroy Protects. Like Nautilus is full of diamonds and they just destroy them.
You've got an
Oh,
interesting question from Yankee Doodle here. $2. We got Dirty Danny.
It's a fucker.
Yankee Doodle, $2. What's the best way to distinguish myself as rich? Now, I got to be honest with you. That's a question which is kind of.
Let me answer it for you, Archie. The definition of rich is being a northern lad and not having anything to do with animal rights activism. Because I like shagging sheep all weekend, whether they like it or not.
Thank you. I got to tell you, I would say the best way to look. The thing is this: that's kind of distasteful. Why would you want to distinguish yourself as rich? I
wouldn't
think
want to.
in this modern world, any Rolex is really a rich person's thing. These are not for, these are not things. When you say rich, it's all relative too. I mean, you could be rich in a sense like there's so many ways to measure this, but I think if you want bang per buck, absolute bang per buck, loud and flashy, I reckon the two-tone bluesy is pretty loud. I think that
It is, and it's a good price too, Arch. It's a great price.
it's a great. And if you really want to hit it out of the ballpark, go for solid gold. Solid gold. I reckon that's what I would kind of say the two best watches. Look, most people Patek, they don't know Patek, Vacheron, AP. You want to see, the thing is, you want to be judged by non-rich people, don't you? Do you want to be judged by rich people or non-rich people? See who's doing the judging.
I've always never wanted to show my wealth. I don't like showing my wealth.
Yeah, I think it's probably that's why I like Pateks, because they're under
the radar.
They don't look rich. They're
The
not
kind of Chavas, yeah, you can wear them under the radar. If you don't know, if you're not in the know,
a
a
watch
lot of
person,
people
you'd have no
wouldn't.
idea.
Yeah,
exactly.
wouldn't know.
But I think the best, if you want to come out as rich, and I've done extensive surveying and testing, two-tone bluesy or a solid gold blue dial submariner. Both of those there is probably the most noticed, the most known.
So you're trying to say plastic is showing that he's rich? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just a very flashy sort of watch that people, non-watch people know.
Well, no.
Is that showing you that you're rich though, or you're like pretending to be rich?
Well, see, rich is all relative. Like,
It
rich,
shows that you have a lot of credit.
anyone in the Western world is technically rich, aren't we? If we're born in the Western world, we are so wealthy, right? Then you've got people who are rich, as in they might have them. They might have certain, like Danny's rich.
I'm skinned that.
It's all relative, and the funny thing is, rich people don't say they rich. That's a hit. Roll-in travel channel. 100 Thai baht. Come on, Arch. You wanted to be seen as rich when you got the full gold sub. Remember the videos you did in Singapore with that watch? You wanted to look. It was a beautiful watch. I got to tell you something. I asked girls, what did you like? Because I had a two-tone and I had a gold one with me.
But I not answer.
And the women preferred the two-tone. They honestly thought the two-tone was more expensive because of the contrast.
You were also asking, let's say, not.
Well, one of the people I asked had a modern ladies Jubilee dial 179, 173 Datejust. So she was a Rolex person. She knew the actual. She actually liked the two-tone more.
Well, she had a two-tone herself.
Well, I've shown my friend the date, and I've shown him the two-tone that I've got, and the two-tone to him looked a lot more rich to him. Just the way that it is with the diamond, with champagne dial, diamond indices.
And it's bigger too. It's also bigger.
It's bigger too, yeah.
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 Starchy.
He liked it.
Starchy, $2. Archie, no one would look at you and think rich. Thank you. That's what
Well,
I
the good
really.
thing for you, Arch, is that Starchy just made you $2 richer. So you're.
Where the hell did he get that photo from?
did
That just
there.
spins me out.
Oh,
Me dead.
That's not the worst.
Even he can't stand it, he's run off.
No, but just the way the hair is. Look at the hair, right? Fuck me dead.
What are you doing now?
He's run
I
off
don't
because he's
know.
seen that picture.
I've got to go anyway, but I thought I'd just quickly come on and say hello to you fine gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh, he got a coffee delivery.
Oh, I got jealous. He must have texted and said, I need a coffee.
Where the fuck is my coffee delivery?
I reckon, eh?
Sorry. Hey, looking at this question here, Starchy, no one would look at you and think rich.
I think that's where they're wrong. Have they seen you all dressed up with your suit and all the rest of it, Arch? I believe in your
I just
BMW.
wear t-shirts. I don't fit into anything anymore. Archie, here we go. Starchy again. Let's give him a bit of value. Starchy, when are you returning that tiny BMW? He means the engine. It's got the four-banger,
the engine.
with the hairdryer. That car is worth more than your dirty house. Well, Starchy, I don't own the car. It's a fleece. It's a lease.
Yeah.
PCP. But Danny would call it PCP, Danny, isn't it?
So yeah, something like that.
When am I actually? You know something? I'm going to tell you something honestly. You know what I actually did last night?
Not to
Have
wank
sex?
out of Japanese porn.
You did
I'm
wank or did you have
actually-
sex? Which one was it?
I'm actually thinking of getting rid of. I'm thinking of listing it on car sales, getting out of the
What?
BMW.
But didn't you just say you didn't own the car and now you're going to sell the car? How can you own it?
Well, I'm technically liable for it. I don't own it, but I'm liable for
So
it.
if you sell it, you can pay off the lease. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, technically, you would have to pay the lease out because I don't actually. The car is indebted, right? They want clear
That's right.
title.
Yeah.
So, what they would do is they would give me a check to the finance company.
That's right.
They would make a payment to the finance company. That's what they would do.
So I mean, aren't you underwater on the car?
No, I don't think I am because I put 11,600 deposit in.
Mm-hmm.
So should I be underwater with that or not?
Well, it would have lost more than that when you drove off the lot.
Yeah, but I've been making payments.
Yeah.
For 14 months.
What's the term?
5 year?
5 year? I mean, I think you're probably underwater.
How long before I stop being underwater?
I don't know. Like
I think it's the first 2 years. After the first 2 years.
Yeah, it'll get better.
Yeah, after the first 2 years, you'll be all right to sell it.
Here we go. Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai baht. Danny, what would you do? Danny, what would you do if Archie was 3 months behind?
They won't get that far.
Yeah, 3 months behind. Jesus.
You always got to pay your bills. You don't.
Yeah. Arch, I'm going to head off. Thank you for having me, my man.
Archie, just let me tell you, I'm going to clarify just
Yeah,
before you go. I put the 11.6, I put 8 on a credit card.
More important matters, Archie. Where the fuck is this
Take
Patek?
care, guys.
See you in a bit, GMT.
Thank you for having me.
I put it away in the Pantera for safekeeping.
Oh, it crashed and burnt and died.
You should go and look for the melted gold.
I got to tell you something. You know what? I think with the car, I was actually thinking of putting it up for sale to see
The car
if I
on
can
the
get
Patek.
But
the car.
would
What do
you
you
take?
think?
I mean, you're good. It's still under
I don't
warranty.
need anything.
Why? Why?
I don't fucking need it. I don't need it.
So you're gonna go down to one car?
Yeah.
That's fine.
So what, you have to pay a balloon payment even if you send it back, or are you just on about selling it?
No, well, they got a payout figure. You just say, what's the payout figure? There's no balloon payment if you do a payout figure, is there?
But how long have you had it now?
I had it for about a year and a bit. Just
Year and
over
a
it.
bit. And what did you give for it? 80 grand, was it?
I borrowed 70.
Danny,
The
are your teeth?
was 70.
No. Do you have light inside them? Because I can barely see you, but your teeth are so. It's eliminated or what?
Yeah. You fucking. You want me in stitches?
Yeah, I was thinking about what I was thinking about doing was listing it for a good price.
No,
I mean,
what the fuck? You are talking about a car that you just had for a year. You put 11 grand down. It's been depreciating like a BMW does, and now you're going to sell it for a good price. Good. I hope you mean good for you, not good for the buyer.
good for me. Good for me. Well,
Okay.
I want to get
There we
better
go.
than I want to get better than what the dealer would give me. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, that's not hard.
So if you sell it, yeah, you're still going to have to pay him at least 50 grand, yeah? Probably about 50 grand.
If I
What's
sell
the
it, I'm
point?
hoping not to have to put money in.
Yeah, but if you sell it, Archie, and you see money, you're not going to fucking go pay it off.
Sorry?
I said, if you get the money from the car, yeah, when you sell it.
No, but
you
it's illegal. It's illegal not to pay it off. That's fraud.
No, I'm not saying that.
Has that ever
What I'm saying is, you'll sell the car, you'll keep, say, I don't know how much the car's worth, say 50 grand, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you'll see that 50 grand and you buy loads of shit like handbags and stuff and still end up.
Oh no,
having
but you don't understand. I don't own the 50 grand.
No, but what I'm saying is, right? If you sell the car now, yeah,
Yeah, I
to
understand.
someone, and they give you the cash.
No,
yeah?
but they make the check out to the finance company. They don't give you the
Oh,
money.
right. That's where we're getting mixed up. I thought you meant you were going to sell it on.
Because they want to put the
And then
car
you'll
in
pay
their
it
name,
off.
don't they? Or they probably have their own finance company who takes it over.
Right. I get you now. I thought you meant you sell it, you'll get the money from that, but carry on paying it off. If that makes sense.
No, that's fucking illegal.
If only you could do that.
Well, people have done that. I know people who have done that, and then they stop making payments, and then the car gets repossessed from the new person who owns it. That's why you need to check your title. Roland travel. Okay, we did that one there. The next super chat we got in here. This is starting to be fun today. Yankee Doodle, $2. What if you just return it to the finance company? Well, the problem is, okay, Yankee Doodle, you can just take it to the dealer because I got it. It was dealer finance, right? And you're probably going to be getting a better price if you sell it privately, aren't you?
They'll kick you in nuts, what though? As soon as you go back, they'll do that. They'll suck through the teeth and go, yeah, let's depreciate this much, and they're just going to kick you in nuts.
Yeah.
So you're best off, like you say, sell it private.
Starchy, $2. Arch, just please file bankruptcy. You're so underwater. Arch, just please file. I've never gone bankrupt. I have never gone bankrupt. Okay.
How are the bankruptcy laws in Australia for personal bankruptcies? Is it really rough on people, or well, I mean, obviously it's going to be rough, but do you know, relatively speaking, how it is compared to other places?
Okay, so the thing is with it, you're going to fuck your credit up. Okay.
No shit, yeah.
Bankruptcy in Australia, if you are bankrupt, it normally ends 3 years and 1 day from when we accept your bankruptcy application. If a creditor makes you bankrupt, it normally ends 3 years and 1 day after you file a statement of affairs that they accept. What's the downside to being bankrupt? Your assets may be sold to pay your debts.
Well, you don't have to worry about that since the assets were stolen. So.
The minimum bankruptcy amount in Australia, if a person or debtor owes you or your business $10,000 or more, you may be able to apply to the court to make them bankrupt. What bankruptcy doesn't cover all debts? It doesn't cover court-imposed penalties and fines, child support and maintenance, HECS, that's university debts. How soon will your credit improve after bankruptcy? Your credit report will continue to show your bankruptcy for either 2 years from when your bankruptcy ended or 5 years from the date you became bankrupt, whatever is later.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. In the US, I think it's like 7 years. So I'm not encouraging you to do it, but not bad.
Are you an upfront wizard?
No, I actually texted him the other day. I texted him yesterday.
He's fucking turned into a wizard, and he magicked himself off. He's disappeared.
Yeah. Roland Travel Channel 40 Taibat. Do you sometimes get nightmares from Amex times AC3? No, I paid back. All paid back. I paid it back. No, I actually don't have credit. I've got a little bit of credit card debt. I had to get the Honda serviced. I had to put tires on the Honda. I had to pay an electricity bill, but I got, look, reality is, I don't think anyone should go bankrupt. If you owe the money, you pay it back.
Fucking, you were telling Wizard to go bankrupt of a week.
Sorry?
You were telling Wizard to go bankrupt of a
Yeah,
week.
weren't you saying you were not even bankruptcy? On top of that, you were saying like just pay people back, like even if it's just fractions of the it's 20 cents on the dollar, you should pay them back. We're like, this is not a bankruptcy court, Archie.
Making fucking business deals on this.
Anyway, Arch, I think the viewers would actually like to hear a classic ArchieLuxury story on when you were, I think, 18 or 19 years old. You got yourself an Amex green card. Tell us about that.
Yes. Well, you know, the thing is, I never realized. I thought everyone said Amex. It's got country club billings. You get the brochure. You know, when you country. What the fuck is country club billings? It sounds snooty. And then I bought my Rolex on the Amex card, and I didn't realize you had to pay the whole fucking thing off at the end of the. I thought, what sort of fucking lousy credit card is that?
Well, I mean, first of all, if it was a credit card, you'd be paying fucking credit card interest on a Rolex, which is not ideal. But,
you put it on Amex, you think, oh, okay, they'll give me some. I thought they'll give me some time to pay it off. Oh no, it's due. What the fuck?
They give you the statement period to pay it off, which is longer than 0 days, which is.
But look, it wasn't. It was $1,500, which was still a lot
Was
of
that
money.
when you got your 1016? Is that what you used it for?
Yeah. But it's okay. I managed to pay it off, and I thought, fuck, it's. I don't know. Do you like Amex yourself, Jin? Do you like Amex?
I mean, the customer service is spectacular. I've honestly, I'm evaluating whether I want to renew the platinum card this year or not, because
it's expensive. It's $1,400, isn't it?
No, it's like
900. Sorry,
700. Which, I mean, the thing is that I don't really use enough of the benefits for it to be worth it.
You get lounge access, don't you?
Well, yeah, if you want to use the Amex lounge, which are they're horrific. I mean, they're so crowded because I like the European lounges, like, well, not all European lounges, but the ones where you go in and it's not filled with credit card holders, it's filled with people who actually paid for business class, who are paid to fly often. Because if it's filled with credit card holders, they get so crowded, and it's just like, I would rather just go to a restaurant in the airport and eat there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. You would actually prefer not to even go in there, is that right?
No, they're miserable. Yeah.
Fair enough. And the thing is, 700. You know, in my country, Amex itself, there, it's $1,400 a year, $1,450 Aussie for the platinum card. $1,450.
Fuck.
Fuck. That's a lot of money. And I'll be honest with you. Okay, you get some lounge access, but you're telling me the lounges are shit. That's what you're saying to me. Is that
They're
right?
not that bad in that they have a bar and they have food, which is decent, I guess. But in
Yeah.
many of these places, you actually their lounges are so crowded that you have to queue. You have to go to the lounge. You have to get an appointment time because they're full, and they will text you when a spot opens up. So why the fuck, who wants to do that? It's the least luxurious thing ever.
So I got to tell you, Amex itself sucks. One of the best days of my life was when I fucking cancelled Amex. You know that? I'll be honest with you.
Well, the thing is, the customer service is good. I mean, you call them, they pick up the phone. It's not like you call Citibank and your call
You're on
goes
hold.
where the fuck, and you can't reach the right person, and nobody knows what they're doing. So
Yeah.
I guess there's advantages. The platinum card, maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 1,450 a year. Fuck, that's expensive. That is
One of your mates actually destroyed my platinum card in Dublin. I'm not going to go into that story out of respect for him and out of no desire to discuss it further. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Roland Travel Channel, another 40 Thai baht. Would you share the Platinum Lounge with Timmy? I'd share it with anyone if I got access to it.
Did you actually share the hotel room at the JW Marriott in London with Timmy?
No, that was just a gag we ran.
I've stayed at that hotel. It's great.
It's a nice hotel.
I usually, honestly, the thing is that I am very cheap, so I often
fucking expensive. That was paid for by Paul Thorpe.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have stayed at that hotel.
London
and also
expensive.
So with Amex, fuck me dead. Oh man, you don't. I'll be honest with you. Looking back on these things, you don't want to rake up huge fucking credit card debt. It's pretty scary shit. You don't want to do that, man.
Well, I mean,
Yankee Doodle said I downgraded to the gold card.
It's probably smart.
Why don't you do that, Jin?
I might do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about doing that myself. You know what's worse though? What's more dangerous? Very convenient, but also dangerous is all the 0% promotional interest offers on credit cards, because you just open one up and you're like, well, I'll just load it up because it's free money, and then but you got to pay it off. So
yes,
it can be dangerous.
Of course.
Imagine if you load it up and then you're, a year later when the promotional period expires, you got 40 grand on there and it's up to 20% interest, and then have fun.
Well, that's the problem. A lot of those rewards credit cards, they have fucking really high interest rates.
Archie, what did you buy when you sold your 1016? What did you buy? What money?
Oh, that's when I bought the first date, the 18038.
Wasn't it stolen at Chicago Airport?
Yeah, but I was insured, so I got the insurance. And Starchy, does it bother you that literally everyone around you is more successful? Not really. I don't measure success in money. You don't have to measure success. Isn't, I enjoy to wake up. I enjoy to come on the stream, talk watches. There's a lot of enjoyable things like that. I really love that. Success isn't just monetary rewards and that. If you measure success by monetary rewards, you'll be very disappointed. Roland Travel Channel. If a FICA doesn't pay up, you take his watch, Danny?
No, kidnap his kids.
Yeah, I think he takes more than a watch.
Yeah. I think Starchy's getting a bit personal. They'll just put you in timeout for a little bit, Starchy. Just push the envelope a bit far too much.
Yeah.
And That's it.
So, I mean, Arch, I remember your when you think about the trips that you made recently,
Yeah.
when you were in London, you said, "Oh my God, this was the best trip of my life. It was amazing." You go to America, like, wow, this is the place.
Yeah.
Which of the two do you, in retrospect, do you think that you enjoyed more? I mean, just as a not necessarily like which place do you prefer?
Yeah, no, that's interesting. Interesting question. I'd have to say America.
Mhm.
And the reason I say that is because I was there for a longer period.
Mhm.
I saw a lot more. Like in England, I was only really in London. I wasn't really outside London because we were on a very tight schedule. You know, it was.
And when you went outside London, that was to Heathrow Airport, where you tried to use your credit card.
That was a fucking disaster. Can you understand the disaster or not?
No, the fucking COVID shit was horrible. I mean,
Like,
traveling during
no, but
COVID.
you don't understand. I had an Australian. See, what
Yeah.
happens is when you want to pay for this test,
Mhm.
it won't allow it to because it sends a code to your cell phone,
Mhm.
but it wasn't coming through because it was a foreign. You understand? I couldn't get the code, and it's just ridiculous.
They have
Really.
tests that you can pay for in the city, which is what I did when I was in London in the COVID
But you
era.
don't know this until it doesn't work, and no one will help you. They have, no one will say, "Hey, how do I do this?" They won't help you one bit. And
Well, you made it home through France, right?
yeah, I got home. But I'll be honest with you. Both of those countries, America and England, they are both pretty damn expensive. Like people say, Arch, come back to America, come back. You know what? I look at what the costs were. It's not cheap. America is not cheap. It's particularly when our dollar, we are 2/3 of a US dollar. One Aussie is 2/3 because of the exchange rate, 66. Fuck.
Well, and also
It ain't a good time to travel. It ain't a good time. And the problem is in America, you've got high inflation at the moment. Your dollars aren't really traveling that far. No one in America says, oh, everybody wants tips and they want this. I mean, fuck. If you can't afford to tip, don't travel. You can't travel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the U.S. has a reputation of being. I don't know if it's a reputation, but it's very easy to think that everything is cheap because you look at the price of like big ticket items and you're like, wow, this is so much cheaper than it is in other countries. But just day-to-day expenses are as high as you would see in most other places.
Yeah, I would have to say, for me, I probably, I would say for me, I love both America and the US. The US and the UK are fantastic. The problem is, like, I stayed at some amazing places. Do you have any idea how expensive they actually are? Like the
Well,
Wynn Hotel. Fuck, I would never ever stay at the Wynn Hotel. Okay,
Pavel pointed
because
out in the chat that you went to, well, I mean, first of all, you went to London, but then when you were in the US, you went to pretty much a list of the most expensive cities in the country. So, I mean,
yeah,
it's not the same everywhere.
yeah, I'd have to say, I would love to do I'd like to take it at a slowest pace. Like San Francisco is expensive, right? That was kind of San Francisco's expensive. LA is expensive. All the places I went to were fucking. Where I'd love to go next time if I went there again. I'd love to go to some of the flyover states, Oklahoma, Chicago. I'd like to go to some of these places and just have a.
You have me and Dog Trainer who
relax.
be the
You
welcome.
know what I mean?
And we could. Yeah, I wouldn't let you stay with me. I don't think you would want to anyway. No, but we could.
No, I'll be honest with you. I probably prefer to have my own room.
Yeah.
In a hotel
And
because it's.
Dog Trainer and I are both in the burbs, so you.
I'm thinking of van life next time I come. What do you think of van life?
I was just on a chairlift today with someone who said, last year he rented a van and he went up to the Canadian Rockies to spend the summer. But
yeah,
I mean, Archie, what is this van life obsession that you've been having recently? This is like a Gen Z TikTok thing. This is not for someone of your a more mature gentleman like you.
I suppose I like the freedom.
Is it freedom? Is it freedom when you have to pack all your stuff in a little van and like drive around and you don't really have like a proper your every day you have to when you go somewhere else you have to look you have to prepare for like the toilet and the shower and all these like basic things.
I think you're right. It's probably not as glamorous as it's made out to be, is it?
No. I think if you go on a trip for like a week, 2 weeks, great.
It's okay.
If you live in the van, not so great.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying there. It's van. It's just a concept that's always intrigued me.
You know what they used to call van life? It used to be called homelessness.
Yes, you're right. It was called being a bum. The thing is, I like the concept. Like the problem is you're not allowed to park anywhere. You can't just park you can't pull up to a nice park. The rangers will come out and fucking fine you. There's some massive penalty. You can't
you have to go to a campground or somewhere else where you're allowed to stay over.
It's like that, that movie, Chevy Chase movie, the European Vacation, where the relatives came and they were emptying the sewer in the drive. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? That was, what was that? What was that show? The Griswolds with Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase, he was a good actor in the 80s. He had some good movies, but van life sounds fun until the police pull you over for suspected kidnapping and abduction. Absolute ball. Meet women and get bed and breakfast free. Yeah.
Well, isn't that called? There's a saying for that. I think it's called paratrooping, where you just go fly somewhere and don't book a hotel room and just try to stay over at women's places that you just randomly meet. I think Archie might struggle with that.
I think I would struggle very badly with that there. That's not easy to pull off.
No, I think.
What do you think, Danny? Is that easy to pull off? What's it called?
What's that? Sorry, I was.
Paratrooping is where you fly in somewhere. Speaking of paratrooping, we got Mike. How is our snake? Mike, the snake. How are you, Mikey?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I can hear you fantastically.
Fine.
Yo, Mikey lad.
Happy Easter, everybody. How's it going, everybody? Everybody have a happy Easter.
Hello, Mike. How are you, Mike?
Hi, son. Happy Easter.
I was waiting for you.
Ball, $1. Thank you. Absolute ball. Thank you so much.
This is Little Meech. Remember Little Meech?
Yeah, that's right.
Meech sent me
So,
this.
Mike,
he knows I love sloths. He sent me this little guy.
So, Mike, I wanted to tell you that I'll be coming to San Francisco in June. I'll share with you the exact dates if you can private chat me your email address so that we can make a schedule. I have already conveyed to my company that I'll be living in some other place that is free of cost, as you already, offered me.
Yes,
so,
you're welcome. You're welcome to stay with me. No problem.
Yes, it will be for 2 weeks. But if it's too good, then I might extend it. So just send me your email. What? just send me your email address so that I can coordinate with you. Jokes aside, this is serious, okay? I'm just not, because it's my office time, and I was just waiting to tell you this, because I have to
Okay.
fix things with the office. I have to confirm with them that I don't need their accommodation. So if it's fine with you, then just confirm with me now in front of
Well,
these 4 witnesses.
You can Mike the Snake. You can give him his email address because it's not secret because you sell.
It's
things.
not. Yeah, it's Mike the Snake at Comcast.net.
Just write
There you
it
go.
somewhere. I don't
There
have
you
a
go.
pen
There you
now.
go. Mike the Snake at Comcast.net. There you go.
That's my business. That's my
Comcast.net.
business email.
Your business email?
It's a very
Yeah.
business-like name, Mike the Snake.
Very corporate kind of a name.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it's good to it's really good to have you guys.
But I would, I would specially thank ArchieLuxury, because of you, I have so much networking now, and going to America, and that too, free of cost. My meals will be on him.
I have
Laundry.
a room that just recently
Can you show me now? Yeah.
I cleaned out completely.
Yeah.
And it is available for you. I will
I
actually
am so grateful.
procure a new bed for you, so
Yes,
that you
yes.
have a bed. I've got furniture that I'll probably be moving in, so the room will actually look like a normal room. Right now, it's just it's empty because I'm in a way
I can
remodeling.
don't do so much, formalities. I can stay in your room also, your private room. I can stay in there. I'll be on the floor. Don't worry.
My room's kind of a look. My room's kind of like a tornado went off in it. But I do have a completely. I have 2 spare rooms that you are welcome to stay in, and I will have a bed available for you and accommodations for you, and you're welcome to stay.
Danny,
for
when
2
can I
weeks.
stay with you, Danny? Danny, when can I stay with you?
You fucking cat.
What?
Archie, I won't recommend Danny to you, to be honest.
Saad, maybe you can help me go find a new puppy, huh?
Well, if I have time, yeah, we'll do that. But I'll mostly go to some offices there. I'll message you everything.
No, you
what I
realize
work.
I'm an hour north of San Francisco.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine for me because I'll be saving so much on the accommodation, traveling,
It's okay. He's going to
laundry.
pick you up. Saad, he's going to pick you. Mike's going to pick you up from the airport.
No,
okay?
not just picking me up. It's daily commuting.
It's much easier to just take the airporter. They come every half an hour, and you just jump on.
No,
and
I cannot do that.
And I'll pick you up right in my town.
Do you live in Mike? Do you live in Marin or up in wine country?
He doesn't want to
Up
discuss
in
it.
wine
Doesn't-
country.
Okay, nice.
But there's
Yeah,
an airporter that comes every half an hour from the San Francisco airport. You just walk right off the airplane. Within 5 to 10 minutes, an airporter rolls up. You jump on. It takes you straight to Santa Rosa. I pick you up at the
In Pantera?
depot. And no, not in the Pantera. In my little Nissan Cube.
Hey, I'll be back in 1 minute. I just got to go for toilet break. 1 minute, guys.
I do this all the time for my mother and lots of people. It's
No, I
much
want you to
easier.
pick me up from the airport, please, because it's not good. I am your guest and I'll be going in these buses. I'm not used to with that things.
It's easier, Saad. It's easier for you to just jump on the bus.
I'm a stranger. I get scared of these different people. So if you can kindly help me in this, I cannot come. Yeah.
You don't have to be scared. Nobody
Mike,
will
you've
even
got
be
to
paying attention to you because everybody on the bus will be on their cell phones and they won't even look up at you.
Mike,
Everybody.
you've got to treat Sad like the Chowdhury.
And plus, I don't want to drive all the way down to the city. It's easier just for you to take
Just one time.
bus.
It's a one time or it's 2 time hassle. You can pick me and then drop me to the airport after 2 weeks. Just 2 times.
Saad, why don't
we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. Okay.
No, it's discussed here because I have to finalize this with. I have to.
Yeah, getting off the plane and where you get picked up is something that doesn't really need to be discussed. You just get off the plane, you jump on the airporter. I'll pick you up in Santa Rosa. Done. Okay.
Mike, get my back at the cat. Get him on back at Ducati and pull some
Yeah,
wheelies,
I'll
man.
give you a ride on the Ducati. I got an extra helmet.
No. I have lots of luggage. I might
Oh,
shift to.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll pick up in my car. I'll pick up in my car in Santa Rosa as you get off the bus from the airport, and you won't have to wait more than 10 minutes, 15 minutes max after you get out of the airplane and you walk out to the front, and an airporter comes. Santa Rosa airporter comes every 15 minutes, and you just hop on, and it's a straight shot. It's faster than if I were to drive you. They go 80 miles an hour. They get to use the commuter lane.
Can you
If I
kindly,
drive you,
let's make things simpler because I don't know these things, Mike. I've never gone to America. I don't know how to travel in these
I'm
buses and
explaining
things.
it to you. I don't want to
I'm not
drive to
able
San
to
Francisco.
understand it. It's too tough for me. Just
It
why
is.
why can't you
You
come
know,
to the airport? What's the
because
Mike,
it's a long drive for me. I prefer not to do it.
Mike, weld up a sidecar and put it on Ducati for Dad in his luggage.
Yeah. I mean, if I can get my hands on a sidecar, I got a friend who's got one. You have to pull it off his Harley.
Weld it up. What's up with you? You can make one.
Yeah, I can make one. I got a welder.
Fathers love
Or
that
you
in
can make it live
sidecar.
on air. Even you fired up the chainsaw. Why not fire up the welder?
Isn't it?
Yeah. But no, it's just too easy. Listen. I have picked up family members, friends, everybody. This is the easiest by far way to get to Santa Rosa. Is via the Santa Rosa airporter. It's a nice modern bus. I think it costs about $35. I'll support you the $35. Pay for that, and you just get on. In an hour later, I'll be picking you up, and we'll be off having fun.
What will you do? What will you and Sad do when you go out, Mike? What's the plan?
We're gonna go looking. We're gonna go hunting
Look for me?
cheeky babies. Are you married, Sad?
No. Can you hear me?
He loves the buddy chair, Mike. He loves the buddy chair.
I can hear you.
Can you hear? Yes. I will have nothing much to do with you, to be honest. I'll just use your facilities and go for work. So you won't see me too much. Just food
Okay.
and,
Well, that's
you
fine.
can press my clothes and, yeah.
Make sure
I don't
your
understand.
bed is-
Why do you guys laugh? Because if somebody comes to my house, I do these things for him. Why are you laughing at it? I cannot understand this. Is it too much to ask for? What is it?
Sad, when can I come to yours?
Yeah, well, I'm coming too. Fuck.
Shit, yeah. Well, everybody come. It's just a
Sad,
little
can I
big
come to your
party.
house?
Well, a big 2-week-long
Yes,
party at my house.
of course. It is an honor for us when a guest comes to our house. We take care of him, of the person.
I most definitely will take care of you, Sad.
Yeah, but you told me that you're not able to pick me from the airport. It's so disgusting, and it's very
not disgusting. It's just a long drive for me, and it's too easy for you to just take the airporter. And
I will have a lot of luggage with me, so I
fine.
cannot do that.
It doesn't matter. The amount of luggage does not matter. They load it right up for you, and you just jump on the bus, and when you get to Santa Rosa, you jump off. They pull your luggage out. I'll help you throw it in my car, and we'll be off to my house.
We go.
Mike, I thought you were coming up Ducati.
Absolute ball, $1. The other super chat we got here, I want to just go through these because we've got these super chatters. They need to be thanked for everything they do for us. Because this is Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai Baht. Can you show Saad the Pantera or what's left of it?
No, it's all gone. Sorry.
Okay. And then we've got Pavel $5. He's traveling half the planet to see you, Mike, and you balk at an airport run.
Yeah,
it's very insulting for me. I've never heard somebody telling me that you come to my house and I'm not going to pick you from the airport.
Let's talk about it. Let me think about it, and we will talk about it. Okay?
The name's Mike the Snake, and I'll fuck you till you break.
Hey, fuck you, man.
You must understand, Saad. I'm taking care of my mother every day, all day long, every day. And
I'll help you in that. I'm good at nursing.
well, no, yeah, it's just I may not be able to break away for the time it takes to run down to the airport and back. It takes
And what
for
kind
me.
of food do you eat usually at home? What is cooked normally?
I don't eat terribly well, so you'll have to
What the
go. We have a wonderful shopping Safeway
Chickens. He
shopping
likes
center.
chickens. You like live chickens, don't you? You like
Yes,
really fresh.
barbecued
Fish fingers and
freshly in
chips.
front of me.
Yes.
Fish fingers and chips for you, Sad, mate.
So you're not going to pick me up and you're not going to feed me. So we have these two things. No,
Well, he said he would. He's got TV dinners. Do you like TV dinners?
I
What
got
is
lots
that?
of those. I got lots
gonna-
of those.
We can get
Frozen
some of
frozen
those. What's the
dinners.
brand of TV dinners we like? What brand was they called?
what is
Uncle-
TV dinner?
Frozen.
Don't worry about that. They're TV. What's the brand of TV dinners you like? Big-
Marie calendars.
No. What's it called? The other one, Big something. What's it called?
Oh, Hungry Man.
Hungry Man. Don't worry, Saad's a hungry. We'll give him 2. Pavel, $5. We will pay you $100 per hour to pick up our General Saad. There we
You're okay
go.
now, Mike?
And
$100.
We've also got Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Mike, get a new Pantera or Maybach to pick.
Yeah, I get a Maybach to pick him up. Sure.
Yeah, Hungry Man. Now, Saad, you know when you go on those really cheap discount airlines,
Oh, yeah.
that's kind of what they call. That's like a TV dinner.
You mean in
Except-
that foil, they give you that dog
Yes.
food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Premium
Well,
dog food for
The
you.
food
okay?
on yeah.
It needs to be halal as well, doesn't it, Sad?
Well,
And here we go.
While you are here,
That we
will
can
cook,
discuss.
We can cook for ourselves, Saad. We can
Yeah,
cook,
we can get some fresh chickens.
food.
How many chickens do you? Maybe 200 chickens. We'll
Look,
organize some chickens.
Archie, you know,
get
in our
delivered.
culture,
You've got a
we
fence
have
around your place because he's got his fence. Remember, you had to cut the hedges, so we've got a nice place to keep the chickens. Maybe I think 200 chickens. What do you think?
Sure,
got an
that
axe?
ought to
Mike,
cover
have you
it.
got an axe? Have you got a good axe?
I do, yeah, and a chainsaw too. That'll do the trick, right?
Here we
quick.
go. The Real World Curly, $10. Archieverse, who celebrate Easter and Passover. I hope you and your families have a wonderful time. Arch, you have a lot to be grateful for. Negative people make negative money. Cheers. Thank you.
Mike, do you have a washing machine? Dryer,
I do.
washing machine?
Yes, washing machine and dryer.
And
So
you can,
got
you
you
can, okay.
Got you covered
So
there.
laundry can be done. Food that can be discussed on the email.
Yes, we
you
can
can-
talk about picking you up. We'll see what my schedule's like closer to the date. Okay.
Yes, we'll discuss that. And what rest can be my expenses there? How much is $100 enough for my traveling? Can I $100
For where?
for
The
whole
whole-
trip with
the
you?
week.
Yeah.
The whole trip.
For the 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
including-
maybe we might extend it, but for now it's 2 weeks. I just want to ask you: is $100 enough?
Mm-mm. Probably not. I
Well,
can
you can
just
get
let
those
you.
TV dinners. They're about $8. How much are the TV dinners? Hungry Man TV dinners. How many? Let's work
Archie,
it out.
I eat a lot. You
work
know
it
that.
out.
I
How
I
much
eat
are
2
the Hungry
chickens.
Man?
No, well, Saad is here. We will cook. We will
Are they
cook
on special? Have
dinner
you got a
each
freezer?
night.
Like the Hungry Man, that sometimes you get them for $4.99.
Yeah, they're like four
We
to
multiply that. Saad
four to
wants
$6.
2 per meal.
Saad is not a
No.
hungry man. He's a very
Multiplied
hungry
I
by
eat a lot.
14 days.
Jen, I
That's
eat a huge amount of food.
$139.
Well, when you're here, we
Two
will
Hungry
cook
Men.
fresh food. We will cook fresh food when you're here. Okay.
But I eat meat. Okay, no vegetables. I'm not a cow. I don't eat grass or anything.
That's fine. We'll go get
Meat.
fresh meat. We'll go to the shopping. We'll go to the shopping store and the grocery store and pick up whatever you want.
Well, we need to go
fresh.
to the farm because
What
Saad
about the
likes it
shampoo,
fresh, don't you, Saad? You
shampoos
want
and soaps? Do you?
I'll pick up a new bottle of each for you, so you have your
Okay.
very own.
So laundry is done. What else
I
do you
even have
recommend?
you can have your own bathroom. I have a spare bathroom with a shower and your
No,
own
I can use
toilet.
your bathroom. No big
No,
deal.
I mean I'm
I
serious.
can.
You can have the master bedroom.
Wow, look
It's
at this here. Roland Travel Channel, 400 Thai baht. Wowzers. Mike, you have to pay Saad for keeping you company.
well we'll have to discuss that as well.
So
Why don't you
Mike,
discuss
what's
it
the plan
now?
of action? Mike, what's the plan of action? What are you and Sad going to do when he comes to see you? What
You
what
know,
you're gonna
I'm
I
just
don't know.
using him.
This will be an adventure for me too because I haven't gone out in so long. If Saad and I go out, we'll have to just see what happens. I don't do much of a nightlife. I go to bed fairly early. I get up fairly early. I have kind of a whacked out sleep schedule, and I work at home. And lately, I take care of my mother, so I'm in and out during the day. And as Saad said, he's going to be taking care of himself during the day. But in the evening, if he wants to go out, maybe we can go out and have a drink at the bar. There's a number of pubs that are they have great food, and I know a couple of the owners of a couple of them. So
I prefer eating at home. I want your home to be my home. It will give me
well,
that kind of feeling when I am there with you. So
no problem. We can cook
yeah.
fresh food for you when you come, and we won't have TV dinners. We'll cook fresh food.
Okay,
It's not a
guys, we're going
problem.
to wrap this baby up. It's been a pleasure to have you guys
Ugh.
on. It's been an absolute pleasure. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be streaming in 8.5 hours' time. Guys,
All
love
right.
you guys so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Tan, for making this show so special. Without your help, it would have been a fizzer. Thank you, Jin. Thank you, Mike, for coming on. Thank you, Saad. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
GMT. Thank you, Sir E. Danny. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you
Oh,
to
you're welcome,
Curly.
Saad.
Super chats. Thank you, everybody there. So, guys, and final super chat here. Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Mike, you sleep on couch. Saad in your bed. There you
Yes,
go.
in
We've got
our
it
culture, we
all
do like that. Yeah, in our
Well,
culture.
I
worked
will
it
give
out.
you your own room with its own bed and its own bathroom, and you'll get the master bedroom for the house. I sleep in one of the smaller rooms, so you will get the master bedroom
Wow. It's
with.
all organized, guys. We're going to be streaming live from Mike's house. We're going to send a crew over.
Oh, geez,
Send a crew.
I'm really gonna have to
We'll
clean
send a
up.
crew. Yeah, that's okay. As long as they can
Right.
have 3 amp power, they'll be fine.
Mike just cleaned at least 2-3
Yeah.
rooms, so I can pick the one that I like. Can you do that?
You can have your choice of 2 rooms. Yeah, I've got 2 empty rooms right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I
guys,
can
we'll be
even
back.
set up the
See you later.
furniture that you want.
See you
in it.
later, guys. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming on.